right.
All of you stop it. Sean.
Oh, I always wanted to make fart noises with my hands.
No, Patrick, you're done. That's enough.
Hang on. I can get a good one. Hang on, I can get a good one. Hang on. Shh.
This is your last podcast, I hope you know.
I got it.
You're
ready.
done.
Hang on, I gotta do it right. Hang on.
Do the thing.
Why does it smell like Axe body spray in here?
Smells like Bigfoot's dick.
You should do that.
Yeah, it smells like a hallway in here.
It smells like Bigfoot's dick. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Friendly Fire Podcast.
Hi.
It's an Easter podcast!
East,
It's
really?
episode 21, right?
It's episode 21. We're legal now.
I got it right.
You got it right.
I got it right for once.
It's written on the sheet, but it's
and
okay.
we can finally drink.
We were legal at 18.
Were we?
What state are you in, Drew?
I mean,
19, Nebraska.
Or 13 if you're in Japan.
Oh, God.
wait, what?
Oh, God.
True.
Why do you know that?
So Sean,
Because you made me Google it last week.
What? Whoa, hold on. Why?
What? Hey, I have a friend of a friend that
somebody I
needs
know
to
wants to
Google
have sex
something.
with a 13-year-old at a house.
I mean, I know those vending machines over in Japan get a little weird, but
We're like a minute into the podcast and we're already talking about a child.
This is already gone to a dark place.
and we lost all our
So
listeners.
who are you?
I am Nate.
Can make him follow the pedophile talk.
Hold the fucking phone. What the hell?
And then this guy.
I'm Drew.
I'm Patrick.
And I'm Logan.
Disco. I'm Sean.
Josh.
And Worth, what have you been playing this week?
Division.
All right. Drew, what have you been playing this week?
PVZ and Rocket League.
No Division?
He doesn't have it yet.
I don't know.
I
the
know.
division.
I'm calling him out.
No time, man. No time. I don't have time.
You
for
know,
that.
okay, hold on.
I
Funny
don't know.
story. It's 21st episode of the podcast, and at this time of the recording, I am level 21 in Division. So, coincidence?
All right,
think
Pat,
not.
what are you
Nobody
playing?
That means
Worst
you can
story
only,
ever from Worth.
That means you can only gain one level before next week, so.
Well, meh. That's all
I
gotta
will
say.
give you guys 3 guesses on the 2 games I've been playing the entire time. You
Fallout?
Yep.
Street
Fighter.
Yep.
Is that
You
it?
guys won.
2 for 2.
Wow, that
yeah.
wasn't hard. to
Arbitron came out, dude. The DLC. I
Phrasing.
still haven't even got to touch it yet. I'm literally paused at the moment where the shit goes down, so I'm really excited to play it.
Speaking of bad moments in Fallout, Drew, did you ever pick up Fallout?
No.
You didn't ever pick
Why?
It back up?
Also,
Damn, man.
I want to know what happens.
Fucking PTSD from
Like,
Fallout 4. How does that happen?
You guys are going to find out what it is, and you're going to be like, wow, that's fucking lame.
I
We
should get
have
back into Fallout for that reason.
officially decided, since I am the Fallout representative. as
What?
I'll
What?
Officially.
When did we elect you?
myself.
Fight
I
you to
didn't vote for you.
I'm
Pretty sure
kidding,
Drew's
no.
played more than you.
He has, but he's not playing anymore, so it doesn't
I
matter.
was brought in the vaults.
Also, he doesn't have the DLC.
I have the season pass, motherfucker.
My first robot will be called the Fistin Piston.
Oh,
And
God.
it will fist the shit out of everybody that gets in
That
my
was-
way.
that- Is
Sean has to christen it, though.
Is that the name in the game, or is that like this?
Well, I was going to call it Fisto, based off an old robot in New Vegas that you
Okay.
actually had to go find, because some guy wanted to find, like, a sex robot, and they end up calling it Fisto.
So I was giving her the fist and piston last night.
But then Sean came up with the Fistin Piston, and obviously that is
Much better name.
much superior.
All right, I have to interrupt.
What'd you do?
This is a dire need to be spoken about.
You okay?
Okay.
So have you guys ever heard of Ranker.com?
No.
Ranker.com? No.
No.
Like they make a lot of lists, like ranking things, basically.
You don't say.
Yeah, you don't say. This one is classic video games that actually aren't very good.
Okay.
Okay? So you'd
So,
think,
like,
oh yeah, it's
2.5?
probably like a bunch of these
Man.
games.
It's probably like E.T. or
This,
some
this
shit.
list is completely going to be invalidated right now.
It's going to give you cancer.
No.
I 100% guarantee that it will give everyone in this room cancer.
Can I take one more drink? Before
Go ahead.
Okay,
Take your drinks
I
now.
gotta numb myself.
I'm going to
for
go
that.
through this list, and all of you are going to spit your drinks out if it's in your mouth. So
I'm already
if Ocarina of
nauseous.
Time's on there,
Maybe we should take a shot
I'm-
every time
I'm-
we have
I'm
a
gonna
game.
find
we
out
play
what
this
number
list.
one.
Number one.
No. Is number 1 meaning the absolute worst?
I don't think it matters.
They're
they're just in random order. I think.
okay, random order. Okay.
So number 1, Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, that's
It's not people. Yeah.
Number 2, Kid Icarus.
Oh, kid. That's fun.
I could
all
maybe
time?
see that.
Number 3, Castlevania 2: Simon's Quest.
No, that's not that bad.
No.
that game's pretty good.
Number 4, Sonic the Hedgehog.
and
Fuck
we lost
that!
Done.
It,
Done.
no, it's not
Done.
We're done.
Done.
It is not done.
It's a great game.
Number
I
5,
already have cancer.
Number 5, Chrono Cross.
Really?
I never played that game, so I can't say.
Number 6, Killer Instinct.
What?
Come on, what?
Well,
Number 7, Ico.
Ico's so
What?
What?
No, it's not!
Ico's stupid.
It's good.
Fucking not!
Number 8, Black and White.
Again, no.
yeah.
Number 9,
no.
Golden Axe.
No!
Number 10, Goldeneye.
Okay,
That game doesn't hold up.
That.
What
Stop
doesn't
it.
No, yeah.
Number 11,
GoldenEye is.
Halo Combat Evolved.
I'm done. Fuck this. I'm done.
All right, guys.
Hey,
Thanks,
Sean, let there-
thanks for listening to episode 21. We'll see you guys next week.
Number 12, Final Fantasy VII.
No, wait.
Done! Josh, if I just have to walk across the room, I'd be fine.
This
They're
has got to
dropping,
be a list, literally just to make people talk about
Final
the list.
Fantasy
Number
7?
Well, guess what? It worked.
Hang on.
Number 13, Metal Gear Solid.
The OG
I'm
Metal
not
Gear
too.
Solid?
No.
Yep.
This is just
And the final one, Half-Life.
this is just a trolling list. This isn't
It's
a
gotta
real
be
list.
troll.
Whoever
Yeah.
made this list.
They're just doing it to fuck.
Are we
It's
done
the
with the
worst person
podcast?
in
Is
history.
this done? Are we done? Like
That
no, we're
list.
done.
That list single-handedly cleared out almost half the podcast.
You killed my buzz as well as every organ that I have. So thanks for all of the
God
cancer.
damn it. Final Fantasy 7, really?
This person is the worst writer in the history of writing.
Have you looked
How-
at any of the comments
okay,
can we call him
that
up?
are
What's his
underneath
name?
his article?
His name
Or her
is
name?
Stephen Petit.
Okay.
Fuck
Petites?
that guy. He's got a petite dick.
I was
This
waiting
has
for
got to
it,
be
yeah.
just a troll list. There's no way he actually meant.
Okay,
that
well, like,
use.
have
It's
you
an
played
official
Metal
website,
Gear 1?
Rankers.com.
I played part of Metal Gear 1.
Dude,
Like, game is awesome.
how? How can you even fucking think that is even
Let me
considered
just
a
read
bad
to you
game?
what he said. In every medium, there are bound to be revered classics that, in retrospect, actually aren't very good. Occasionally, pieces of entertainment remain relevant over time, not because they are necessarily great artworks, but entries in important series or static reminders of the framework of their time.
Wait, which one did I miss?
Metal Gear Solid.
You missed Metal Gear
And
Solid 1.
Half-Life.
Metal Gear Solid 1 and Final Fantasy 7
And Half-Life.
and Half-Life are also the worst games ever.
Are they fucking retarded?
Video game history is interesting because, unlike other major forms of entertainment like books, film, and television, video games have only been a part of entertainment culture for 40 years. The definition of what constitutes as a classic is debatable within a field that has only recently learned how to walk on its own. For the sake of argument, this list is of 14 classic games that actually aren't very good covers games starting from the video game console that started the gaming revolution.
Is this dude
NES.
like fisting himself and jacking himself off at the same time while he does this?
First of
Wait,
all,
wait.
he said from the video game console that started the gaming revolution, NES. Pretty sure Atari.
Pretty sure that you have no idea what you're fucking
And
talking
spans
about.
to the infancy of the PlayStation 2.
Is his
Did
favorite console
Xbox
the Wii
come
U?
after PlayStation 2? And okay, where to say why? Because the natural halfway point between the release of Nintendo's first home console and today is right at the turn of the millennium. While some may argue that games released past 2001 are modern classics, and others may argue that classics only cover the early days of arcade and action games in the mid-80s and early 90s. This list represents the progression of games from 1987 to 2001, a time span in which games went through constant changes and evolutions to influence, and serve as a template for what gamers are today in 2016. The entries here are sometimes fun experiences, but fun doesn't always equate to an overall good experience.
Wow.
I'm gonna call bullshit.
I hope he was beaten as a child.
I'm gonna. Anybody that's listening to this, please
That's
don't
probably
go
the
to the
problem.
website.
That's
Don't
probably
give
the
these people
problem.
hits.
Do not give them
Yeah, don't-
like the satisfaction.
Please don't look this up.
The
Just in
funny
general.
thing is, so let's go through their like upvotes and downvotes because that's what they do. Like if you agree, you upvote it. If you disagree, you downvote it.
Yeah,
So
okay.
Zelda 2 is 40 to 21 up to down.
That's understandable.
Zelda's
Kid
down
Icarus
there.
is 36 to 21 up to down.
Yeah.
That's about
Makes
right.
sense.
Castlevania 2 is 35 to 25 up to down.
Okay.
Sonic is 33 to 37 up to down.
That's surprising.
Really?
Chrono Cross is 14 to 16 up to down.
Oh, you can see that.
Killer Instinct is 20 to 24 up to down.
I can see that one.
No, but okay, so the second number
Killer
is the people who
Instinct was-
disagree.
I know, but like,
awesome.
I think Killer Instinct was like it came out at a bad time. Like it came out in the time of Mortal Kombat, and everybody was
Street
playing Mortal
Fighter.
Kombat
Yeah,
and Street
right.
Fighter, and it was trying to compete with those games. I just don't think it was up to the same par.
Why does it need to compete? Why can't it just be a good
It-
game?
it
Why can't it just be a
eventually
fun game?
become
Why
a
does it have to
standalone.
compete?
Because gamers have to compare things.
Yeah.
For some reason, gamers cannot have things exist side by side and not try to destroy the other one.
I've been playing video
It's
games my
insane,
whole life.
Yeah.
And I don't feel that
Ico
way.
was 12 to 15. Black and white.
down votes?
No. Okay, so the second number is people who disagree with the ranking.
Yes, yeah. So
So,
upvote is like, it sucks, and downvote is...
No.
The other way around.
Upvote is you agree with what he said.
As it's a bad game.
Downvote
Yeah, that's
is
what I
you
said. Upvote
disagree.
is it sucks, and downvote is it's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
So 12 to 15 for Ico. Black and white 18 to 25.
yeah, it makes sense.
Golden
Very
Axe
arcade.
18 to 25. Golden Eye 27 to 40. Kind of surprising because Golden Eye does suck.
GoldenEye was awesome for the time.
For the time, but
No,
looking
I
back
hated
on it now,
Nope. I hated it then.
Yeah,
It's still terrible.
how
Rage.
often did you play it?
I
How often
played
did
it
you
a
play
shit.
I played it a lot. But
I
like,
did a shit
We
ton.
played with our
I
friends.
played it a
all
lot.
the
But
time.
looking
That's
back
what
on
I'm
it
saying.
now,
You still played it.
I did not like any of it. I would give the controller away.
you
I'd
know
be
what's
like,
funny? That's the game that got my dad into video games. But
Dude, GoldenEye
Halo
007 's a
CE
classic, man.
18
It's
to
a classic.
35.
that's
Almost twice
agree-
as many people disagree.
Yeah, because Halo's amazing.
Final Fantasy 7 18 to 40.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
suck a dick.
Metal Gear Solid
Exactly.
16 to 37.
Suck a dick again.
Half-Life 14 to 35.
Yeah.
Suck 3 dicks and
The
toss
guy
them in
who wrote
salad.
this is a cunt.
He's a horrible
Just gonna
person.
call it as I see it.
Aw.
He's
And then I come
next
across one that's the
Tuesday.
best Halo games, and the picture is Halo 3. So,
Oh.
I don't even know if I can
Halo
open
3
that
was
one.
good,
It
but
could
wasn't-
be worse. It could be a picture of Halo Reach.
Oh, I'd shoot
I bet the
myself.
#1 Halo game is Halo Reach.
No,
shoot
guys,
It's
myself.
always been
Are
Halo
we
3.
guys?
Reach
Are
is
we
my third
forgetting?
favorite.
Are we forgetting ODST?
It claims Halo Reach is second.
Number one.
Oh,
ODST is number one.
Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo CE, Halo 2, Halo 4.
no.
ODST.
Done.
Yeah,
Not
where's
even
ODST at?
That's not a full game.
Yeah, it is. It
Was
released
due a
on
full
its
game.
own.
Yeah, it was a full game.
It
The
was a
only,
full
the only
game.
difference was
But
it
it's
used
a complete
Halo
full
3's
campaign, too.
multiplayer.
But well, the cool thing about that is they incorporated like the
Halo
full
3's multiplayer was
the
good.
full Halo 3 multiplayer.
It
You
was
go
good
back and
as an
play
extra
it
disc.
now, and it doesn't feel as good.
Well, it's because Halo,
We didn't know
At
it
the
better, I
time,
think, yeah.
it was amazing.
Yeah,
But
Halo
Halo-
had a lot of changes. than
Halo 2's
5.
multiplayer will always be
Perfect.
the
Yes,
best to
perfect. Perfect.
me. Nothing has ever been so competitive to me.
Me and Sean
Unless-
talked about this today, how we were talking about Bad Company 2, which I don't think a lot of you
I played Bad
too,
Company
yeah.
2.
Like that era, the Halo 2 era, perfect multiplayer games. There's so many.
But Bad
games.
Company 2, that came out in like 2009.
Oh, there's oh,
That-
it keeps
that was-
going. Sorry.
That was like Modern
Or Halo
Warfare.
3 was what we were talking
Yeah,
about.
because Halo
Number 6 is ODST. 7 is Combat Evolved Anniversary.
This-
and 8 is Halo
these
5.
fuckers can
The
get
last
cancer.
is Halo
Who?
5.
Why does this site exist? Do these people even play games?
Oh no, wait, even wrong. Worse than that. Halo Wars is 9th.
No.
Yeah, Halo Wars was amazing.
Halo Wars was amazing.
Why?
They're coming out with a
Well,
second
you can't
one.
compare those. and
Bad
that's the
Company
same.
2 came out in 2010.
Because it was trying to compete with Modern Warfare 2. It came
No,
out. They
it
came out
wasn't.
around the exact. Yes, it was
They
because
weren't trying to compete.
they weren't trying to compete. Maybe that's the wrong phrasing, but
Yeah.
like they came out around the same time
Yeah.
to like oh hey, by the way, COD players, we have this game where you can fly choppers and blow up buildings and do all kinds of cool stuff that you can't do in Call of Duty.
Battlefield has been around since like Call of Duty 1, though. They've been very different the entire.
I know they've been very
Battlefield
different.
came out in March of 2010.
Which
Modern Warfare
Because-
2 came out
Because
in
I remember
November.
I remember the trailer for that
one?
game.
Oh,
That
nice.
was-
Yeah.
I remember the trailer for that game that was on TV because I had that one Queens of the Stone Age song that played on it. Like that's all I remember from the trailer. But I watched the trailer, I'm like, oh my god, this looks fucking cool. I gotta get this game.
Yeah.
Every comment on this is gold.
Right, will you please read some
I'll
of
just
them?
read you this one. This list fucking sucks. The author should be lynched by his audience for making a garbage post disparaging good games like these. GoldenEye was amazing in its time. Final Fantasy VII knocked the ball so far out of the game development park that it just makes this author look like a 12-year-old cunt that doesn't know what he's talking about. And fuck Ranker for sharing this garbage.
I'm gonna friend that guy on Facebook. I'm gonna friend that dude.
Yes.
Let's be friends.
I saw your comment, and I have to say you're a gold.
This is literally the worst article I have ever seen. I've never commented on any of these, but this actually made me mad. There is clickbait and there is complete BS. This is the most ignorant list I have ever had the displeasure of going to. I am literally unfollowing this page.
Yep.
And here's another. God, this whole list makes me sad and pissed all at the same time. Those games are fucking classics, and I spent a good chunk of my childhood playing them. Discrediting them for their graphics errors, comparing them to modern games? Who the fuck wrote this? And I sincerely hope they didn't get paid for it.
Nice.
But they probably did.
Let's see if I can find any other good ones.
While you're doing that,
What have you been playing this week, Logan?
yes, I've been playing Division. Just silly amounts of Division. Oh my
Silly.
god. Ridiculous.
Your gun is
Capital
your
S
gun is
or
very
lowercase
small.
S?
Capital.
Capital
I hit
S.
the all caps. For
Yeah,
all the caps.
You're
All of the
but you
caps?
still have a very small gun that you use.
I do have an SMG,
It's very small.
but I also have a massive shotgun.
It's very small.
Yeah. No, this is
You,
one of the
you
only
act,
games.
you act like you know this from experience.
I did.
right?
I was with him the other night.
You
when he-
saw
Oh,
my
of
gun.
course you were.
When
Oh.
he used it on you?
Yeah,
course you
when
were.
he showed it to me the other
No,
night.
examining his SMG.
You
were
can
you?
only do that in the dark zone.
Yeah.
Division. It's one of the
good
only
one.
games I really love the shotgun in for some reason. It's super funny.
Dude, yeah, like
So satisfying.
I got like a what is it? The military 870 is that's the most recent shotgun that I got. I love
Yeah,
that thing.
it's good.
It's great.
I keep playing Siege. I can't stop.
Mhm.
And I played like a little bit of ESO, just a little bit. I want to play more. I miss it. ESO.
Yeah.
Wish I had more time to play ESO.
Right, Thieves Guild came out. That's why I literally
Oh, yeah!
I
Yeah,
bought
yeah,
the
yeah.
Thieves
Came out,
Guild,
didn't
played it like a little bit, then logged off because we started doing this stuff. Yeah, the Thieves Guild is finally out, so I'm super
Dark
excited
Brotherhood's
for that.
coming out too, isn't it?
I haven't heard that, maybe, but Thieves Guild
That
is,
would
like,
make
officially-
sense.
And Thieves Guild, I don't know exactly what it is. It's technically the cheapest of the DLCs, so I don't know if it's going to be like a
How many
smaller offering.
how many are there though?
There's
Several,
three.
yeah.
There's three major DLCs, like expansions to the map, and you get tons of stuff. I bought just the base expansion because the extra Thieves Guild was like a camel mount. I don't care about camels.
Woohoo.
Yeah, and there's a couple.
Sorry, camel listeners.
You get like a lizard pet and 5 scroll experience boosts, but I already have like 3 other boosts, so I don't need that.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited to do the Thieves Guild stuff. I love.
Camel armor?
Yeah, camel.
Thieves Guild was
Maybe I don't know. You just get. This isn't
Yeah, big
this
ass
isn't Witcher. We don't get.
Thieves Guild was consistently one of my favorite factions in the Elder Scrolls
Yeah,
games.
Dark Brotherhood and Thieves Guild.
Dark
Two of my
Brotherhood and Thieves
favorite.
Guild
yeah.
are absolutely
I
hands
love
down
those,
the
I love
best.
those.
So you can play Thief. Obviously, you're gonna play
Actually,
Assassin.
it's funny that you bring up like horse armor and stuff like that. They I actually watched a top 10 list earlier this week. It was the top 10 worst DLCs to be released in video game history, and number 10 was the horse armor from Elder Scrolls 4.
What was that? Oblivion?
Oblivion, yeah.
I didn't play any Oblivion.
Yeah, like
I played like 10 hours of it.
People were they were charging players or whatever like $3 a pop for horse armor, just like yeah, purely cosmetic DLC. It's like
that's all you got.
that's
was
kind
armor
of
for a
dumb.
horse.
Like I'm paying $3 to fucking accessorize my horse. Woohoo!
yeah,
That does sound kind of
Well,
stupid.
people pay it.
People
Yeah.
do pay it.
like
It's-
$2 for the Batmobile and Rocket League.
That's worth it. Kind of.
He
Wait
just
for this-
countered.
Wait for Disco to say so.
Wait for it. Hold
So I
on.
think that's all I was playing. And PvZ, played some PvZ.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Did he? Was he on
A
PvZ?
little bit. He
played.
was.
Was
he
He
on
did. He
PvZ,
did
Drew?
play.
Did I
At
play?
least,
Thank you.
at
was.
least he made a concerted effort
I
to come
did.
and play.
I
Only because
did.
he got mad at Siege and logged off Siege.
Well, because you guys were playing though, so I was like, oh fuck, I'll get on this too. So.
Combination.
And
Who else was playing? It was just
Was
me
it
and
just you? Oh fuck, it was just you because you were. Yeah, Disco wasn't on. It was just me and you.
Disco was playing.
Because no one will fucking play.
I will
Hey, I'm
play.
level 100 and something.
I'll play anytime.
Don't
you
even.
let me know. I will get on. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Disco. what are you
Back to
playing?
your comment. Do you have more
me?
comments for us, or what are you going to talk
I
about?
just
What you're
wanted to
playing
read
this
to you guys what he said about Halo
week? Okay.
because
God.
it's an embarrassment.
God.
Halo 1.
I'm gonna go fucking crazy.
OG Halo?
I am
The
gonna.
primary reason that Microsoft is still in the gaming business is because of this 2001 shooter and its successors. Halo Combat Evolved is propped up as one of the greatest games of all time. Was it really that great, or was it an average game on a desolate console? Appearing at a time when graphical overhauls were the norm, Bungie's Microsoft savior was flashy and ahead of its time. Pretty doesn't mean good, and for what has been said about the high-concept story, at this stage in the franchise's life, it's clear that the foundation was problematic. The level designs are too much of a mix between large areas with no enemies and closed-off boundaries riddled with an abundance of rinse-and-repeat flows of mostly grunts and elites. The squad-based shooter has awful computer allies that are as useless as they are in the way.
Did he just call it a squad-based shooter?
It's
not a squad-based.
Worst of all, a sizable portion of the game is traversed by vehicles with amateurish and unapologetic handling. The multiplayer maps adhere to camping mentalities over head-to-head combat.
Has he driven the
Halo
Mako?
2 and Halo 3...
I was waiting for someone to...
Halo 2 and Halo 3 are Bungie's masterpieces and take what was poorly done in the original and expound upon it with glorious precision.
So, for one, he said he specifically said that Halo 1 was ahead of its time. That contradicts everything that he just wrote.
Yep.
If it's ahead of its time,
that's a good thing.
That's saying that it's inferred that it's better.
Yeah.
Than
everything else. Exactly.
That logic.
So,
he's ignorant. It's just terrible.
He doesn't play. He doesn't play.
Should I read Final Fantasy VII?
No, probably not. Actually,
yes. The 1997 PlayStation RPG from Square is commonly regarded as one of the greatest games of all times by critics and consumers alike. It was the first 3D entry of the classic Final Fantasy series, and that's perhaps the distinguishing feature that has kept it relevant. It's a classic game of a game that can do tons of things, but all in a mediocre way. The story is convoluted, overly drawn out, and filled with cringeworthy dialogue. Randomized battles are too
sake,
frequent.
are you serious?
Hold on.
Hang on. Wait.
Randomized battles are too frequent. Camera angles are often awkwardly obtuse, and load times are painstaking and plentiful. Final Fantasy VII tried to do too much with what was technologically possible and ended up as less playable than the entries that came before it.
Wow.
Nostalgia is
hold
blinding.
on, I'm grabbing another one.
I got another one.
Nostalgia is blinding, and it makes sense that the most sought-after remake in the series is for the one that failed on so many levels.
Wow.
An eagerly anticipated remake is currently in development.
Wait. Okay. No. Hold on. Wait.
Nate has something.
Wait, I got one.
Oh my god. That is
horrible.
How about the last one that
You
I
have
think is
no
ridiculous?
fucking clue what you're talking about.
Metal Gear Solid.
Literally.
Yes, please. Give me.
Hideo
yes,
Kojima,
yeah.
the mastermind behind the Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, don't even
series,
fuck. Oh,
is
okay.
one of the
Okay.
greatest developers of all time. The Metal Gear franchise.
No. Back. The worst developer of all time.
He said
greatest.
Oh, greatest. So I was gonna say.
Again,
I
once
will-
again, contradicting himself.
The Metal Gear franchise has and always will be his magnum opus. For all of the excellence that is Metal Gear Solid 2 through Phantom Pain, first of all, Metal Gear Solid 2
Was horrible.
fuck you.
Yeah.
I liked it.
The game that started
okay.
Solid Snake's 3D adventures is not only
Stop that. Your
overrated,
tongue.
it's simply underwhelming and remarkably mediocre.
Wow.
Metal Gear Solid,
God.
released in 1998, is the godfather of the stealth genre, but its integral component is poorly realized. Sneaking past enemies is erratic. Oftentimes, it's too easy to go unnoticed, ruining the gameplay
Bullshit!
structure as a whole. With awkward controls and a brief campaign, the game... Brief campaign?
Brief campaign.
The game required 2 discs.
You had a guaranteed 30 hours of gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it's only if you knew what you were doing.
Brief campaign. The game legitimately had to be put on 2 discs.
This guy. I want to fucking murder this dude.
With awkward controls and a brief campaign, the game is more like a tech demo than a full-fledged offering. The story is
for the time,
convoluted, and its efforts to mirror the experience of film are average at best.
I think we have someone that is more of a hater than Nate is. This
This is like
must just be
he's
retarded.
in some kind of different universe
Realm.
than me.
like
Like, I hate games because they suck. He hates games because they're popular.
Yeah.
pretty much.
But it's different between popular for a good reason or popular for a bad reason.
I bet he has.
Most of those
1,000
are
hours
popular
played
for a
on
good
Train
reason.
Simulator.
The crappiest thing is this list has 9,000 views.
Of course it does.
Probably because
That's-
everyone read it and went, "You fucking asshole."
That's not like okay. In retrospect, that's not even really that good. Like, whoop de fucking do. You got 9,000 views. I don't know.
It's the fact
You're
that
right, buddy.
9,000 people had to suffer through this person's bullshit.
So let's just take the poll. How many people got cancer from that after?
I got
Absolutely.
cancer before I even told it to
yeah.
you.
I'm going to.
I almost
have my.
exploded with
I'm,
anger.
I'm stage 3.
You literally interrupted the podcast.
I have like,
You're like,
I have an
"Get rid of
hour
it
to
had
live.
to be spoken.
That was good.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
that-
get my
that's
prostate
good.
checked tomorrow.
I'm doing chemo right now.
Yeah.
I honestly hope
I have an hour to
that
live.
he never writes an article for
I have an
regular.
hour to live. All right.
My
So
favorite
what,
part about the Final Fantasy VII one, where he was like, and there's a bunch of random battles. I'm like, how many fucking Final Fantasies have you been playing? Of course, that's part of the gameplay.
Somebody
is random
said,
battles.
"Yeah, whoever made this clearly doesn't understand how far games have come. This is like saying Pong was terrible because you can only move up and down and had awful graphics, even though it practically made video games a thing and was super addicting. It was probably made by some prepubescent kid."
probably.
God, if it's not Call of Duty, it's not good.
Yeah.
Right.
I bet the author loves Call of Duty too.
I bet
probably
his
huge.
favorite game ever is
Does this
Call of
person
Duty
work for
Black Ops
IGN?
3.
Does this
Probably.
person work for IGN?
He probably works for IGN. He's getting
So
paid.
after
He's
all
getting
that,
paid by them right now.
What have you been
Yeah,
playing?
what have you been
Let's
playing?
go.
what have you been playing?
Give
Let's go.
yourself let's go to a good
I
place.
think
Let's go to a
I
good
honestly, I mean, aside from Game Boy games and mobile stuff,
place. Hearthstone.
yeah,
One Piece Treasure Cruise.
played plenty of Treasure Cruise. They released a new raid. I guess I can rant about this. They released a new raid, and I was so fucking angry because it was what is it, Kizaru? No, not.
Here comes the cancer
Who
again.
is it, Drew? The light guy. Is it Kizaru?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they released Kizaru, one of the admirals, and his raid, you had to know how to do it before you could do it. Like most of the raids, you can improvise mid-raid and, you know, at least save yourself from losing a shitload of gems. But most of the time on the harder difficulty. So I did the easiest difficulty first, like I always do, just to clear it out of the way so I can do the hard difficulty. And I opened it up, got to the boss fight, complete fucking bullshit. Total bullshit. I lost almost immediately with no attempt at hurting him whatsoever. Then I killed him, and he had one of those bullshit abilities that keeps him alive. And then I killed him again, and he had another bullshit ability that kept him alive. And I spent 3 gems. That was all the number of gems I had, and I couldn't beat him, and I just had to not do anything.
Got it.
It
Was this a lore character
fucking
or
horseshit.
just a random enemy?
No, it's Kizaru.
Oh, Kizura.
I was fucking infuriated. But anyways, Treasure Cruise talk rant over.
Yeah.
I also played The Division. I'm up to level 19.
Woo!
And
About time.
I played some Hearthstone. And I think I played some Pokemon. I'm not sure. Sean, what did you take part in this week?
Is it your turn to talk?
It's my turn to talk again. Sweet. Plenty of that division stuff. How about that division stuff?
Yeah, the division stuff. Oh yeah, so much division stuff.
And I've been playing Hearthstone. Finally getting into Hearthstone.
Why?
It's pretty dark.
It's fun as fuck, and there's half the people
Why
who
are
play
you
Hearthstone.
not playing Hearthstone?
Because I'm not into app games. I guess I don't
It's
know.
a- not
the
an
best
app game.
game.
It's
you've
a
ever
computer
played,
game
though.
that they later made an app for.
Well, I don't have a fucking computer to play it on. First off,
You have a phone to play it on?
I have a phone to play it on, but I
It's the best free-to-play game you can possibly get right now.
Hands
don't.
down.
Why are you laughing so much?
It's fucked up.
Have you ever played a card game in your life?
Yeah, I used to be in the Pokemon card league.
Then shut up. It's a card game.
Okay,
And
fine.
it's a digital card
It's a
game
really well done
that you
card.
have to pay nothing for.
Jeez, Josh, what the hell is your problem? Josh is dying over here. It's not that funny.
Saying Hearthstone is dumb is dumb.
I didn't say it was dumb. I just don't play app games.
It's
You know-
pronounced
It's not
Hearthstone.
an app game. It's not an app game.
It's pronounced Hearthstone.
It's Christine.
Here, my gear.
It's a game with an app.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Sorry, I was
Lots
laughing
of
about-
games
I
have
was laughing
apps.
about something that was truly horrible.
Fallout does.
Oh
It's
god.
nothing you will ever see or find out about. Anyway, moving on. Hearthstone.
Hearthstone,
Yay.
Josh, or not Josh, but
Josh.
Yeah, Hearthstone.
Oh, was it my turn?
No. It's
Sean.
More than
Sean
half of us
Division.
play Hearthstone, by the way.
Woo.
I know some of those words.
You play Hearthstone occasionally.
I've been playing it a lot more lately.
Like, okay.
It was
Okay,
awesome.
you can say more than half. Okay.
Even if he played it half as much, it's half. Because me,
That's-
Drew, and Pat all play it regularly.
That's not half if he didn't.
Drew hasn't played it in a while, though.
Me and
Like,
you have.
it's probably been half.
And I'm almost
level.
level 25 in Division. Don't kill me. What have you been playing? Josh?
25.
You're
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
seriously. Do we need to ground? Do we need to ground?
I made
Nate
an
and
ult.
Sean?
Can
I
I?
made an ult.
Do I need to like tie you down somewhere
I'm not to 25 yet.
I'm gonna tie you to
I'm
a
like
radiator.
that much.
and grape you?
I think you should wait until at least one other person hits 24 before you can play again.
I'm gonna work on an ult
Okay, good.
or play Hearthstone.
There you go. That'll work. So Josh.
Oh, so I was playing this game. I don't know. It rhymes with ass erect. I'm not really sure if you guys
Ass-erect.
know what I'm talking
That's
about.
actually great
That's a
term
subreddit.
because
Yeah.
I get slightly erect every time I hear the
that
ass
it-
erect.
It's a subreddit. too.
I don't know. It's really hazy in my mind. Because I fucking bought an Xbox One.
Holy shit!
Yes,
It fucking happened.
he's finally switched
Wait, no.
over.
I actually have a reason to use this fucking thing. Where is it at? Where is it? Okay, there it is. There it
He's
is.
looking for his
Oh,
dick.
this is the longest build of all time.
And
You ruined it.
also, you know what I think about him buying an Xbox One? I think that's fantastic.
That's it.
That's
Man,
fantastic.
True.
double worse.
That's,
Right.
So
You're
bad.
digging a
that's
hole.
fantastic.
So what did you get with your Xbox purchase? What do you have to play now?
Besides
since
a
you-
heart attack from
you-
sliding my credit card.
Yes.
Um,
You totally abandoned Pat now. You
yeah.
come to the
No.
Xbox.
Abandoned me. You
Traitor!
still got a PS4.
Yeah.
Or no, you sell your PS4.
Traitor!
No, I still have my PS4. I didn't
so
get
you
rid of it.
can
Of course not.
abandon me.
Dude,
You
you guys, my
abandoned
Xbox is my side chick. My
This-
PS4 is my main
This
squeeze.
is the start.
He says
of
that.
the
And
abandonment.
we'll see. No,
So-
It all goes
But
down.
anyway.
It all goes downhill until
Yeah.
Last Guardian and Uncharted 4 comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
Then
So-
then we're never gonna see you again.
Meh.
Probably not. But anyway, so with the purchase of my Xbox One, I got the Division bundle,
Nice.
the Terabyte Division bundle. It didn't come with the Kinect, which oddly I was expecting for
Nobody
it to come with one.
cares.
But like I said,
I
I
like
sent
the
you guys
Kinects.
that video. I was
You
just
do?
kind of like, well, I don't
The
really
government
care.
watching you while you
I just
masturbate?
expected it to
Great.
come with one.
Those, yeah, they don't bundle with Kinects anymore. I don't think at all.
I don't really
would
care.
they?
Like I said, I don't really care.
Stupid.
Well,
I would just, it's basically Siri
Because
for
we've
your
been
phone.
talking and it's like
Siri
what
for
you
your
say?
phone.
I'm like, why
Yeah,
Well,
that
voice
shit's
command,
really
that's gonna
annoying.
happen.
That shit is really annoying. Where it's just like Xbox, shut up,
well, I mean,
stop listening,
That's my
stop
favorite
listening.
thing to do.
Okay.
Whenever I got to you guys' house, all three of you would be playing your Xbox, and every once in a while I'd go, Xbox! Just yell it, and then all your...
it's like what? Okay. First off, I didn't think I would like the Kinect when it was released. It was like, okay, that's fucking stupid. The 360 Kinect was dog shit, and like now
It
they're
was dog shit.
and now they're making it as like a mandatory accessory. It's like I don't want to fucking pay an extra
They
$100.
did, but they're not anymore.
I know they're not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore. But like, so when I first got my Xbox One, I got the Titanfall bundle, and that came with the Kinect. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I don't want this thing. But now I'm like,
That was Sean.
like, okay, well now I don't have a choice. I might as well like use it if I have it. And it's like, okay,
I
this-
use my Kinect a lot more than I thought I was going to.
yeah, like this thing's
Yeah.
actually pretty cool. Yeah, good job.
It's cool based off what it can do, like when it comes to just sitting there and instead of using a controller, yeah, like getting menus and stuff, but there weren't a lot of like games that really worked very well with it.
Well, the games that do use it do use it very well, but
Like,
they don't make a lot of the games for it.
Dance Central?
Well, yeah, but if you're going to use a motion sensing game, you want it to work well
God,
to a dance game.
Yeah.
And if you want to dance,
Like the
those
Star
games
Wars
suck.
game, like you sit there and go like this
Yeah,
the whole time,
yeah, but
and
that's-
then, like,
that's a
look,
kid's
I'm-
game.
I'm winning.
No,
I'm
that's
winning.
stupid. It's pretty much the
That's a
exact
kid's
same
game, though.
thing
So what do you want
that
the
Wii
kids to do?
does. Wii does that.
That's all they're
though.
gonna do.
Like,
Yeah, but then they did a dance game in Star Wars too.
because it's a motion game and it's a kid's game.
Just dance.
So that's exactly what it's made for.
Anyway,
Just dance.
so besides the Division, which is fucking awesome, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome.
It's fucking great.
Haven't played it yet. Have you?
The Division,
Nope.
Nope.
Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
Yeah.
I also got Halo 5. I could not buy an Xbox and not buy the Halo game. I couldn't do it. I had to buy
Unfortunately, it was underwhelming.
it. Yeah. Well, you
The
know
campaign
what?
has been fun.
But I
The
mean,
multiplayer, aside from Warzone, I had fun with Warzone, but like everything else was pretty underwhelming.
I don't know. I mean,
Campaign's
I'm
fun,
pretty
though?
sure I'll enjoy it. So
How long is the campaign?
Not super long, but
They average,
if you
like,
play it on
15 to 20
Legendary,
hours?
it's actually pretty tough. So
Yeah.
So I got Halo 5, and then hold on, there was one other. Oh yeah, that's right, Rainbow Six Siege, which also came with free downloads for Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2, which is awesome.
Yes.
Which I love both those games.
Yep. So I got that, and then I have a problem because I bought Rare Replay this morning too.
Yes.
I could not buy it.
The hits just keep on coming.
They just keep on coming. So
That's 30 games, yo.
At least
and
that-
Banjo-Kazooie.
At
Right.
least that doesn't include
Banjo-Tooie.
Banjo-Tooie.
I-
No. Wait, what was it? Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
it does come with
Does
it.
come with
Yeah,
It comes with Nuts
with
and
it.
Bolts. God,
But
okay.
he's not going to play it.
Now I really have
Don't
cancer.
play it.
Yeah. Well,
Fuck me.
Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, obviously.
we should try and record a video for it
No,
sometime.
we did that once. We
We-
did that once
should do
already.
it again.
No,
bad.
no.
just for the
won't
cancer.
talk
Can I
about
just
that.
light my eyes on fire instead?
So bad.
Well, that's
Play
that's
Battletoads.
totally
Battletoads
I'd rather be face fucked by Medusa than play Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts again.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah,
very
while
strong.
I'm turned to stone, she could just ravage my fucking mouth, and then, that would be infinitely better than playing Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
So anyway, besides all that, I also got the Turtle Beach Air Force headset, which I'm very, very pleased with.
I have some Turtle Beach. I don't remember. Which
The
one.
only thing that I'm not pleased with was the fact that like I looked at my receipts the following morning and was like, okay, so that gopher
I spent
or
$400.
Yeah, oh, it was more than that.
I spent
it was a lot more than that. Let's try 600 total.
Giggity.
Yeah.
God damn.
It
Well,
was
okay,
quite a haul.
but for a console and 5 games,
Console 5 games and a headset, and I also got 3 months of Xbox Live with it.
that's
so
pretty good. That's a pretty good deal.
It wasn't bad. Plus, I get to play Sunset Overdrive for free next month. So
Woo!
fuck yes.
And
Next month. This month.
and well,
April.
Oh, it's
what else do you get? You
Oh,
get
that
Wolf,
was
you
the
get
one? Oh.
Sunset Overdrive, Wolf Among Us, Dead Space, and Saints Row 4. Is that right?
Yep.
3.
Saints Row 3. Or is it? Are you sure? I could've sworn it
No,
was
it's Saints
4.
Row 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Was it 4?
I was pretty sure it was 4.
Yep, it
Because
is.
Saints Row 3 was already a Games with Gold game a couple months
Isn't,
back.
I think Dead Space is with that.
I just
That's
said
right.
that, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So
It's like one of the most solid games with gold releases in
Yeah,
a
a
while.
long time.
Like
That's
every
a good
game is
lineup.
a legit
What did
game
we
to
get?
have.
We got
Yeah.
Broforce and Galaxy.
Yeah, Galaxy was
Galaxy.
meh.
Broforce is fun.
But
Broforce
Broforce
was
is hilarious.
fucking
Super
amazing.
fun.
Broforce was worth it.
But I'm
Totally
excited to
worth it.
try Wolf Among Us because I've heard good things about
It's
that.
fucking
I-
sweet.
That's
I've
what
been
I
wanting to
heard,
play
so-
that. Like I love the Walking Dead games, man.
Oh yeah, those cinematic cutscenes
damn it,
with
Josh, we
buttons
talked
seem
about it.
great.
Josh
is not a fan.
Those games
Josh
are
does
awesome.
not- no, he hates
That's
it.
not a
I know.
game. That's
Yes,
not
it
a game.
is.
He's
No,
playing
it's
a
not.
story.
Neither is Final Fantasy 13.
That's like you turning the volume up or down while watching a movie. Just because you're pressing buttons doesn't mean you're playing.
You can say the same thing about God of War. You can say the same thing about Asura's Wrath.
But the difference is with God of War, I actually get to do shit. I actually get to fight enemies. So that's the difference between that and the cutscenes with bosses, which are sweet.
Disagree hardcore.
I like God.
But
of War.
anyway.
God of War's fun.
That's just my opinion.
But yeah,
so.
that was actually our first topic. Is Josh getting an Xbox this week?
Yeah.
And we're all proud that you
Finally
converted.
happened.
It's finally fucking happened.
So
One
happy.
of us.
One of us. Google Gobble.
Except for Patrick.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm the one outside guy.
You know
Well,
what?
You
I
should totally get an Xbox One now.
I
Well,
so you can play
tax
with all
return.
6
I
of them.
technically right now could go and get
I like to
and my
compare
tax
this-
return's coming in, which is even better.
What the fuck are you
And
waiting for?
I'm getting a new computer and a capture card
You can
and all this
still
stuff for
get
the
an
podcast.
I thought you were getting a car.
You can still.
and that too.
Yeah, you're getting a car.
but anyway,
Xbox in
for
there.
for final thoughts for what I think about Xbox so far, I think it's fucking awesome. I really like I don't really like the ads in the operating system, but that's with any Microsoft operating system on console.
How's it going from
That-
controller to controller?
That tiny little square is a problem.
Yes,
That
it is.
fucking
It is a problem for
tiny
me. Well,
square.
it's
Wow.
multiple
Little tiny-
ads.
Could you be
It's
more,
multiple
could you be more
ads.
picky?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could you
a
be
little
more
bit.
picky or
A
not?
little bit.
I mean,
Little bit.
he doesn't have a gun to his head when he's saying that.
So, but
This is-
besides all that, it runs great. I'm really happy with the online experience. The controller is great.
Nice.
I actually really miss the controller, especially for shooters. For shooters,
That's what it's built
It's
for.
it's hands down
Oh,
the
yeah.
best controller
That's
out
what.
there.
That's exactly it.
No, the
That's-
Xbox controller. I've never disagreed with that to the point where the reason why I liked PlayStation is because I like playing fighting games too, and their D-pad is far superior to the Xbox controller
and
when
Xbox
it comes
is
to that type
made
of
for
stuff.
shooters.
Yeah.
But the Xbox controller has always been built for shooters.
For shooters,
Always has
it's
been.
incredible.
Yep.
So
And it's great.
Oh yeah.
The
I'm
diagonal analog
okay.
instead of side-to-side analog.
I actually thought about skipping the
I don't care about
podcast
that one.
tonight so that I could play more Division
I
and
don't play
PvZ
fighting
2.
games.
No, you're
you play shooters.
you're too.
Should've
You're too
done
far. You're in too deep,
Sorry,
man.
I'm in
You're in.
too
You're in
deep.
too deep.
No, I was talking about analog.
But
I'm
anyway.
saying-
No, I get you. Yeah.
So far, that's how I feel about it. So
Well, moving on from Xbox, apparently Sony is working on the PlayStation 4.5.
Don't care. Patrick's saying that. He
Why
care.
the
Don't
fuck?
care.
yeah, the PlayStation people at the table don't care.
Yeah, like
Yeah, we actually don't care.
okay.
No,
Well, I
don't
mean,
care.
they're calling it. They're kind of trying to pass it off as like a new console when it's not. Like all it is just like a PS4 Slim.
Slim.
Yeah.
But it has the power to support 4K, you guys.
No, it doesn't.
Oh my God!
It does not.
There's
The,
no
the,
way
the
that
amount of
it
processing power
kinda
you would
does
need
it.
for 4K gaming is so incomprehensible that it's not going to be attainable for
Not
a
at that
long,
price
long
point.
time.
Well, they're
Not at
talking.
that
They're
price
talking
point,
about
but-
streaming video content, not games, because most of the games display in 720p.
And I heard a
anyway.
rumor that they're going to call it the PS4K.
no,
God damn it!
no, that's
Get out!
No, I'm dead serious.
Basically,
You're
it's
not
like
even kidding. That's not even a joke.
it's
No.
like calling the hoverboard, but it's really just a Segway convertible.
Pretty much.
like
I fucking hate those things. Like whoever.
It's a Segway convertible.
Whoever, okay, I
That's
envy and hate the person that came up with that stupid fucking idea because it's not a hoverboard, but people fucking buy them by the truckloads for some reason.
There are computers don't even support 4K gaming.
Yes, they do.
Do they?
Yes, absolutely they do.
easy.
How much?
I would take Drew's
How
word on
much?
this.
You want to go, Drew?
How much?
'Cause I know
There's
that
plenty
already-
of
I
games
know
that
the answer,
support
yeah.
4K resolution.
Name me 5 of them.
Rocket League,
Star Wars.
yeah, Star Wars Battlefront.
Really?
Yeah, like
Oh,
any
yeah.
modern game, dude,
You
supports
should look at
4K.
4K Star
Have you?
Wars.
Did
It's
you?
like
Did you
looking out a
see?
window. It's
Did
just
you see
reality.
like
It's
the?
fucking incredible. That's one PC Master Race, motherfucker.
Going hard now.
Did you see that?
Bringing the monster out.
That tech demo for Endor on PC?
No.
Oh God! You
didn't
you don't
get
talk
this.
about right?
Yeah,
Logan?
yeah.
It looks incredible.
That's
like,
why I'm surprised you guys act like, oh, I can't believe you didn't know this.
Yeah.
I don't have PC gaming. I don't know shit.
dude, I'm telling you, PC gaming is unparalleled to any console experience you'll ever
Well,
have.
I knew that. I mean, as far as frame rates go and all that stuff, I knew PC was better, and of course, modding and everything
But
else.
yeah, it actually
I had
supports
no idea
4K gaming.
it supported 4K gaming.
Absolutely,
I had no
it
idea.
does.
Hell, Gavin.
How
What?
many months do we have until Steam Spring Sale goes on?
Oh, God.
Oh
Destroy
God,
your wallet.
Drew.
You're just gonna dig yourself into a deeper hole than you're already in.
Dude, I didn't even hop on the winter sale, like, at all.
No, at the winter sale. I'm talking about the spring sale.
Doesn't even matter. You still have like 250 games to play.
No, but he's got to add 215
Yeah, he's like,
more.
I will say that
Yeah, fuck
it's Resident Evil's 20th anniversary right now, so all the Steam games for Resident Evil are on sale, but nothing that made me want to bite. So.
Nobody
I'm
cares
just saying,
about Resident
when
Evil
is
right
the-
now.
no.
Can you get Resident
Answer
Evil 4
my
for PC?
original question.
Yes.
though.
I have it.
Of course you can.
Okay.
What can't you get those fucking games
Wait.
for? 4, 5, and 6.
You can't get 2 or 3. Not on
well,
PC.
you can't get the good ones.
I want 2 and 3.
Answer my original question. When is the spring sale?
I don't know.
Oh, he doesn't know. He's not
I don't
excited
know.
for it.
I think you do. You
Damn
just
it.
don't want to tell us.
But a GPU isn't gonna. They're like, oh, it's an upgraded GPU. I'm pretty sure it's just the same thing that it consistently has
PC
been.
gaming
The
will
only
I
always
don't
be
reason-
best.
think any console
It'll
will
always
ever.
be the best.
No console. I don't think any console anytime soon is going to be able to support 4K.
The only
There's no way.
a new console win?
As in, like this upgraded PS4, like this technically a mid-gen upgrade. It's not ever going to support
This
4K.
this
There's
gen
no way.
this gen's not supporting 4K gaming. I think they're just trying to take this PlayStation VR to the next level. That's why they said this new GPU is more geared for the
Virtual
PlayStation
reality.
VR,
Yeah.
which I don't give a fuck about.
And this is
No,
kind of
nobody does.
nitpicky, but like I think it's funny that they call this like the PS4 Slim when the PS4 is already pretty fucking slim to
Has
begin
anyone
with.
ever said slim though, or are you just saying that?
No, that no.
No,
They
no,
have
no.
said it.
Slim
They
is
have
old
said it.
PS3
They have said it. Yeah.
Not
fat.
talking about PS3. No,
Yeah.
Has anybody used the word slim to describe this new PS4?
No.
Okay. Then why are we talking about it?
Because it's based off the old PS3, where
But
they have the fat back and then they make.
Is
the
this one
PS3
going to be
slim.
smaller? Have they said it's going to be smaller?
Yeah, it's
They
really
did say
it's going to be smaller.
Yeah.
It's based
So I wanna make sure because I was like, why are we calling it that slim if
Well,
it's not going to be
This is a
smaller?
reference to the PS3.
like the PS4 is already pretty fucking tiny to begin with. Like, why even bother
Yeah,
making a?
I do have my Xbox sitting next to my PS4, and I do have to say the size difference is
Oh, you don't
pretty
say.
pretty.
The
noticeable.
upgraded
Xbox
consoles,
is bigger, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Based on that.
How you doing, Josh?
The PlayStation 3 I have in my room is the PS3.
I get the
Slim.
PS3, but I don't understand the.
but usually the upgraded consoles are smaller.
I suppose I just wanted to know if they had specifically said that about this PlayStation.
Like, remember
I don't know.
that
But
rumor
they're not gonna
last
call
year
it,
about
like,
the
big PlayStation 4.5.
But why call it out if it's not going to be any different? I was just curious. I was just asking if this one had said
He
that.
gets defensive when you say
They're
slim around
buzzwords.
Dude, I'm not arguing.
I'm
the
kidding,
point.
God.
It's clickbait.
I'm arguing.
Man.
If you want to argue, let's fucking do it. I don't care.
I'm
I was just asking if Sony had said that.
Round
I didn't read
one.
this article. I'm just asking
I
questions.
don't know. Ask Kevin
Fuck.
Bacon.
I just did a penis
That's
joke
right.
at you. Is what I was trying to do.
Well, I
Why are
mean,
both of your guys' pants off?
They're never on during
Hashtag
the podcast.
no
What
pants
question is it?
podcast.
no pants podcast.
And actually, I
It's
guess
so
Drew,
sore
you might know
fun.
this. What is the difference in a PC that can run 4K and that it cannot run 4K?
the graphical components.
graphic
and
cards.
basically the hardware. It's all hardware.
Okay, so now Josh, be quiet.
You be quiet. You
No.
don't fucking control me.
Is there? Is it? I mean, is it realistic to say a console could support 4K though, depending on?
Eventually,
Well,
It's
eventually.
still a long way.
Anytime soon is what I said.
it's
Well, this is saying they didn't say this would even come out this year. This could come out next year, and like every 2 years, like technology jumps ahead like stupid far.
I would say the next console generation will probably be 4K.
It's-
Next console
it's
generation.
very
yes.
possible.
So TVs can support 4K.
yes.
They have 4K TVs. They have computers can play 4K games.
Yes.
It
They
has
can't-
to be a really, really good computer.
Well, I would like to see the costs and the specs that would do it, so we know exactly how good it has
It's
to be.
all you need is the components that are going to determine whether or not your computer can run 4K content is going to be your video card, first and foremost. Your processor also helps with that, and you also need a 4K monitor.
Okay.
So yeah, let's say you have a TV that can support 4K.
Okay.
Would it cost that much more for Sony to be able to put in these components that exist currently in a console?
The problem with them not being able to do 4K right now in terms of current gen is that the development teams are developing it for lesser hardware components, such as in your PS4 and your Xbox One. Once you get better hardware components, you're going to be able to do more in terms of graphical
In the development
capabilities.
process.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that's the thing is the developmental teams are working on processing these games at a lower graphical output.
So if Sony told them now or a year ago or whenever this process started, they told the developers, "Hey, we're going to start doing this. It's going to come out, this year, whatever year this may be." The developers could gear towards that, right? If they had the heads up, they could do that, right?
Yeah, but I think in terms of planning ahead for the future, I don't think they were they had the plans to have that kind of hardware built into your system. And plus, when 4K gaming came out and all these new graphics cards and stuff rolled out, they were very, very expensive. And to make a 4K gaming at an affordable price point for console users would be very, very difficult.
It is because I work for a live production company, so and like all the computers that we use for our editing rigs are all PC built. So like they're really, really good computers. They were built with high costing parts. In order for us to edit 4K using professional computers and professional software, we would have to spend like anywhere between $700 and $800 for GPUs or graphics cards that can handle that type of editing.
When did you build those?
Huh?
When did you build those computers?
About 2-3 years ago.
The prices
Really?
probably dropped.
It could be, but I mean, as far as I can tell from talking with one of our engineers, he was like, it's ridiculously expensive
Yeah.
to be able to even edit video in 4K, much less develop an entire game.
Well,
in
yeah, the
4K.
only reason I ask these questions, even because I assume PlayStation is trying to kind of like future-proof their games. Like they're almost thinking ahead. They're gonna be like, coming around the corner is 4K, and we want to get in on that at like before.
But do you
it's
think
even
do you think they're kind of jumping the gun with that, or do you think that's like?
Yes.
I feel like it is
yeah.
the future, but because of cost it's not going to be the norm for
Just-
a long time.
Just to give an
How much do
example.
4K TVs cost? I
Yeah.
mean, do the math.
How many people in this
Upwards
room
of
have a 4K?
$1,000.
How many people in this room have a 4K TV?
Definitely not me.
Not me.
I still have a 1080 LED. But I have no problem with it. I love it.
But for good reason though. You're not seeing a majority of people buy a TV to play either number one video games or two to watch media content, TV,
Football.
Netflix, shit like
Football.
that. Your regular TV broadcasts aren't even going to be coming close to that kind of video quality
No.
content.
Well, how long were HD TVs out before TV started having HD channels?
It was a while.
It was
They were still
Long
making
time.
like tube TVs that were HD TVs before, like long before broadcast television was even coming close to HD.
I remember because I played Halo 3 on a fucking 200 pound fucking TV.
Cox in our area just got rid of standard definition television.
Just now.
Just now.
Wow, that's fun.
Cox,
So-
the cable company,
So
not the.
Cox.
Not
Cox.
the penis.
So
We're not talking about dicks.
as
Yeah.
of this moment, Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice has dropped to 30%.
Sweet.
Oh,
Go see it tomorrow. I'm gonna be
Audience
so
score
mad.
of 77%.
Interesting.
Who's-
That's quite the
77?
difference.
This is on Rotten Tomatoes too, so everybody knows. This is the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Rotten Tomatoes is associated with IGN.
What?
It is.
I read a really funny
Are
comment.
you really?
Yes.
Yep.
A dark and moody comic book film with noble ambitions, but the fizz of a week-old glass of Coke.
Great.
Whoa.
Love it. That's probably the
That
best
guy's a fucking
description I've
poet,
heard.
isn't he?
Can
Or
I
have
make,
you ever wondered what it would be like to have your head driven through solid rock and glass and brick walls for 2.5 hours, blinding flashes of lights unceasingly forced your eyes shut?
I haven't until now. I
That's
guess.
Batman vs
Now
Superman.
that you mention it.
can I make a shameless plug here?
Yes, absolutely.
If you guys want to hear more reviews like this, you can come to. This is Drew talking, by the way. You can come to my movie podcast, TJD Movie Reviews, on YouTube. Probably give you a link in the description here.
We can do that.
I've been plugging the FFG podcast on the movie podcast. So
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Cross promotion is good.
That was shameless.
Yeah.
That was shameless.
I don't
That was
think
totally
so.
You
Yeah.
have no honor, sir.
As ex-members of bands, you sometimes have to shamelessly self-promote.
Yeah.
Plug where
You
you
have
gotta
to.
plug,
Like,
man.
Why not?
Okay.
Why not? If you
Yeah.
guys like
I've been
movies,
meaning to
Those
watch
are words
this.
to live by. You got plug where you gotta plug.
Plug where you gotta plug.
we just reviewed Ben Affleck's The Town. That was pretty good.
The Town's a fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
The Town's fucking awesome.
Affleck
So you do
Daredevil, 44%.
bad and good
Affleck
movies?
Yeah.
Batman, 30%.
Really?
ouch.
It's hard to be worse than Ben Affleck Daredevil.
He did it.
Yeah, Ben Affleck Daredevil was pretty terrible.
It was horrible.
It was
It was
With Colin Farrell.
an
was
abomination.
fucking bullseye.
Colin Farrell's fucking. Ugh.
It was an
Uh,
abomination.
Why does Superman wear what seems to be leather?
Why would?
It's
Isn't
a
that what
fictional material, so I don't.
I'm just saying, how
don't
long
question
does it take to get into that?
It's
that
Kryptonianite
outfit. Like,
you
does
know,
it take him
it's-
like 30 minutes to grease up and slide into that? fucking
Does he ever take it off? Maybe
Just
it's
a
just
question.
I don't think he takes it off. I think he just wears it.
this
all
is
the
part of
time.
his body.
Well, you put it's actually latex because you put latex on a dick.
Good
So-
points. Good point.
Could it be lambskin?
Sure.
Do you guys mind if I throw a point out real quick, or
What's your point?
no? Since
Yeah.
it's kind of low
Go for it.
this week. No,
What
I'm
you got?
serious. Okay, so nobody else cares besides me. But Street Fighter V, Drew showed me this. The release date the update is confirmed, and until that time, the DLC characters are free until the money shop is added. That I've been working on. So we're gonna get.
It's the fucking least they can do.
What is?
I'm just saying that they're listening. Street Fighter V. So basically, right now
Oh, they're finally trying to fix things from their
they are.
gigantic
Massive
fuck
fuck
up.
up.
So we've been earning currency this entire
Is it-
time while
now,
we're playing and doing.
Is that
you know.
a Capcom issue or is that a Sony issue?
That's a Capcom.
No, it's Capcom.
It's a Capcom issue.
No,
Strictly
Capcom
Capcom.
released the game completely.
Okay.
Like, a lot of it's
Completely
unfinished.
fucked.
Because I know Josh was talking about like him having his fucking.
So
server
I'm just gonna
issues
read
last
the
week.
article the way it is. Don't judge me based off the way I word this. This is just the article.
So
all the way
judging
through.
you right
It's
now.
not
'Cause you
IGN.
can't
It's GameSpot. It's not IGN. It's GameSpot. Okay.
GameSpot.
So
Terrible.
Heard it here first on Friendly Fire Gaming.
to compensate for this, Alex will be available for free as a trial period to all players until the Zenny Shop launches. Capcom further explained this will also apply to any future DLC character that releases prior to the Zenny Shop launching. Once the Zenny Shop launches, the free trial for any DLC character that released prior to the Zenny Shop opening will end, and players will either need to use Fight Money Zenny or use Season Pass to access those characters.
Okay, so you're not really doing anything. You're just basically trying to bait people to spend more money.
Technically, but you're able to use these characters and play with them more and earn more Zenny so that when they do come out, you have more than enough money to easily buy them for free.
So you can earn Zenny to unlock characters, or you can have a season pass.
Yes.
That's kind of nice.
Well, they're also giving you early access to see. I mean, you can say, fuck, I don't like this character, and then you don't spend the money.
So, to give you an idea, it says when the Zenny Shop launches, Alex will cost 100,000 fight money. I've just played 3 characters through story mode and just everything else on ranked online. I already have 250,000 Zenny.
So it's kind of like what they did with Siege. Like you can use.
It's not like I'm playing a shit ton of online matches. I've been I was telling Josh earlier, I was getting my ass kicked last night. Actually, to be honest, but in general, I've been earning like a good amount of Zenny points the entire time.
But that's also that you can also use microtransactions to buy that character, correct?
You can technically.
So yeah, Siege did the same thing.
It's very similar to Siege.
Yeah, because you can buy those.
Siege is even a little more stingy. Like certain things you can only buy with real money, which is really unfortunate.
But you can buy what's Frost and Buck? Is that the Canadian characters?
Yeah, they have 2 operators per release.
So
you can buy those with
25,000 renown in-game currency.
It's a lot.
That is a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot of playtime. But you can technically get it for free if you play it enough.
Josh will like this. Okay, so I'll go through on this. At least you'll understand this point. March 28th coming up for the DLC. This is free DLC. Finally, challenge mode will come in, so we can do actual freaking bread butter combos. Demonstrations, which is obviously learn the ins and outs of Street Fighter. Beginner tutorials, intermediate, advanced tutorials, trials, online rematch options. So you'll be able to automatically just go straight in. Couple bug fixes here and there. March 30th, Alex and game-related store game-related store content will be out of the shop. You'll be able to use your money also for alternate costumes if you want to. And then in June, coming up on the way, finally, whether we like it or not, arcade mode's coming in June. So we'll have official arcade mode.
I'll think about buying it after June.
Yeah. You guys want to know what I learned?
I'll think about it.
I'm trying to put the positives out right now.
Today,
but I do like the way they're doing it right now.
Like
to
that
where
too. Early access almost.
It's technically early access where, yes, you technically get to use the character.
It's like a trial period.
It's a little bit of, some people would be mad about it. It's like, oh, look, I get a new character and I get to play for him a little while. Oh, I got to buy him again. But if you can earn that much credits, I haven't been playing that much, but in general, I already have that much money. I can easily afford my number 1 DLC character right now, and the next one's not coming out for a month, so I can easily earn the credits.
Well, and it's like any other early access content. It's totally fine to say, here's a little bit, and that you can pay for a later trial run. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
I like that.
So they're at least. They're realizing what they're fucking doing.
We got to get off of Reddit during the podcast.
Okay.
It's broken behind the scenes 3
In
times.
general, I like that they've kind of
Drew is-
realized.
Reddit.
Drew just keeps showing us pass around fucked up pictures to us.
Before we
But we
end
can't
this
help but
interruption, I learned today that woodpeckers are the ultimate dicks.
Did you go Today I Learned? Did you go on Today I
They
Learned?
peck. Okay, they eat baby doves' brains by pecking through their skulls while they're still alive.
Good God.
What the
Did
fuck?
you go to Today I Learned? And
I don't know.
accidentally-
Sean was on it,
Is it
and I just
TIL?
happened to look
Was it
over
TIL?
at the
Thanks,
exact
Reddit.
moment.
I
That
didn't-
was fucked.
I didn't realize Woody was that hardcore.
In the words of Metalocalypse,
Hardcore.
that's metal.
It was brutal. That was pretty scary.
We might
I
have
watched
to-
it and was horrified.
We might have to take a vote of no more Reddit during the podcast. I'm sorry, Drew. Take away your
Drew.
Reddit rights while we're recording.
Drew, do you want to describe what you were showing the podcast just now?
Oh,
No.
we can't put that on the podcast. No way. Like
YouTube
it
would
was
just be like, delete your.
It was
I will
funny.
officially have nightmares.
It was
about
funny,
woodpeckers.
but it was really fucked up.
Stop it! Stop it! Anyway, in general,
I
my
got a
whole
pecker
point of
for
that
you.
was to show that, yes, Street Fighter fucked up hardcore, but they're kind of realizing how fucked up they were when they came out, and they're giving us at least something
Yeah.
that's going
It's
on.
better than them saying.
I know. Don't worry, buddy.
It doesn't It doesn't correct their mistakes.
I can't do
But
what I
it's
went
cool.
back. I pre-ordered it because I wanted to play the beta. And
I
it gives
won't
them
be
a big Street
satisfied
Fighter
until
fan
they're
and
burned
generated.
alive.
Was that the only way to get the beta though? Was
Yes,
to pre-order
was
it?
to pre-order.
Oh, that's fucked.
Speaking of pre-orders,
I'm going to burn them
You
alive.
can pre-order
Speaking
a
of
game for
pre-orders.
$5 and not buy it.
you can do that.
Yeah.
But speaking
I
of
was able
pre-orders,
to pre-order and yeah.
At least-
Unless you
the-
have to pre-purchase.
damn it.
No, that was pre-order.
Okay, I'm just gonna say. I just want to make sure it
I'm
wasn't.
not gonna lie though,
pre-purchase.
I already paid for the game. Like I hadn't paid completely for the game. I did not pre-order it. I pre-purchased it when I did it. Yes.
We were talking about pre-orders earlier. Me and Josh, Elise, and Sean was there. Did you agree with what you were talking about pre-orders, Sean?
Maybe.
No.
What?
No.
Okay.
Me and Josh 100% are committing. We're gonna pre-order Doom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna castrate you
We're
both. I
totally
have to
bringing
right
it
now.
back.
We made the pact.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
You did. I never.
We touched
agreed.
tips and everything.
I never.
Whoa!
That was a totally different thing. All right.
I don't remember
Doom?
Doom being
Doom
involved
was
in
free. It's
that.
Bethesda.
That wasn't
Me and Josh are
The
gonna get Doom.
tip touch of Doom.
Bethesda.
We're gonna get Doom, and we'll see if it was worth
Do
it.
you
or
not trust in Bethesda?
I hope
do.
both.
I don't
of,
trust video game companies.
I hope both of your consoles light on fire.
If okay, well, if they're promising a 13-hour single-player campaign for a shooter,
if it was any other game,
Oh wait,
I would have
13.
waited.
just wait.
13.
I
Wait.
hope it
No,
sucks
30.
dick.
if it's a 30-hour
I
single-player
have to
campaign,
get Doom.
This is an experiment. We're just gonna see if it's
I have
like
to get it.
perfectly released. We're
I
gonna
have
do
a
it.
problem.
I need it.
It's not an
Right.
experiment if
Start
you have
13
repeatedly
hours.
done it in the past and have yet to learn your mistakes.
But I've never regretted it.
Well,
The last-
I've made some regrets.
The last game that I pre-ordered,
buying a game on launch, I've made some
the
regrets.
last game that I pre-ordered, pre-ordered was Borderlands 2. And that was back in what, like 2000.
So you pre-ordered?
Well,
No,
I was like,
you pre-ordered. No,
what's the
shut up.
difference? What else have you pre-ordered?
You pre-ordered Battlefield and the one of the newer Battlefield
No, I did
installments
not.
and Call of Duty. Did you not?
no, I did not.
You did not.
I did not. No,
Are
I did
you
not.
sure?
I'm sure. The last game that I pre-ordered,
When Hardline came out, you did not pre-order.
I did not pre-order Hardline. I went out and bought it like shortly after it came out, but I didn't pre-order it. The last game that I pre-ordered was Borderlands 2.
Okay, if you buy it on launch, I'm calling it a pre-order. If you
not
buy it
though.
on launch.
It's not
No.
though because you're committing money to it before the game is even.
Well,
released.
yeah,
I
I,
didn't
know
buy-
that, but what I'm saying is that if you're buying it on launch, you're typically
You
planning
can
to
get
pre-order
reviews.
it, right?
on
No.
Yeah.
No.
If you're pre-ordering it, you're gonna buy it on launch.
Well,
if you're pre-ordering,
if you pre-order, you've
spending
already
money
bought
on
it. That's
before
But what I'm saying is like the person that buys the game on launch and the person that pre-orders it are ultimately the same because they're both going to the counter on launch day and buying the
the
game.
development.
true.
Yeah.
people who buy it on midnight release and people who pre-order it are the same.
If
People who buy it on launch day who could be 8 hours after the game launched that has 8 hours of chance for review.
So I bought Fallout.
If you pre-order the game, you're part of the problem.
I'm okay with that.
Buying it,
No, because that's what's wrong with it.
No.
You're perpetuating.
No, I have never experienced an issue where I said, "Oh, I wish I didn't."
Master
pre-order that
Chief
game."
Collection.
I still don't regret having
Every
that 'cause
single one of us regrets that, and
No, I
none
don't.
of us still play it.
I get on occasionally.
No, never
I
seen
don't-
you on.
Okay, like
I grab a child
I kind
like
of
3 hours.
I
a
kind of
week.
play
When
it.
was the last time that you played that game?
Oh god,
I
so,
For
can't
more
even
than
remember the
30
last game.
seconds.
so much division lately though. That's the problem. These other things are coming
More
out.
than 30 seconds? Like, not even...
Division is
loading
making your
screen
brain
time?
full of fuck.
30 seconds?
Until we stop pre-ordering games, it's not going to stop the companies from releasing broken
You can't
games.
stop that.
Come to the dark
There's
side.
no way you can stop that.
The
Oh, I've
last,
been there. I've been on the dark
the
side.
last broken game I
Ooh,
played
Arkham
was
Knight, I
Siege.
pre-ordered that.
Other than that, though, there's been like really solid holiday releases last year, solid releases up to this point. Like aside from Siege, what's a broken game that's come out recently?
Assassin's Creed Unity.
That was like over a year ago.
That was over a year
Batman,
ago.
Arkham Knight for PC.
That
Yeah, that
was
was
about
bad.
a year ago. I'm talking even more recently than that.
There hasn't really been that
It's-
many big
I think it
releases
might
lately.
it might be on this holiday season. was-
Street Fighter.
That was a
There you go.
broken...
That's
There you
that was
go.
broken
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
one.
It wasn't
Street
broken, it was
Fighter.
incomplete.
I'm just saying there are still games out there, and they keep the proximity of games in which that have been released that have been broken have
How
been
dare
slim
you. Give me
right
that.
now.
I think it's trending
but
back.
People they keep
You
the
can't
studios
use
keep releasing
6
them.
months of releases as trending
But
back.
you can't use 10 games in the last however many years
Okay,
as an
Siege.
example.
Okay, well,
How about
let's
Siege?
let's
I just said that though. I said
let's
Siege
expand.
is the most
Let's
recent broken
expand
game I
it.
played.
Let's expand it to like the last 2 years. What do we got from like the last 2 years that's been a major broken release?
Arkham Knight
Tons.
PC,
Arkham Knight
Okay.
PC.
So-
Assassin's Creed
Assassin's
Unity.
Assassin's Creed Unity.
Master Chief Collection.
See,
Far Cry 3
Rainbow
was
Six Siege.
No,
was broken
that's
at
old.
launch.
Far Cry
It was
3?
broken.
Far Cry 3?
Right, no,
How old is Far Cry 3?
Far Cry 3 came out like
2012.
12. Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm just thinking of Ubisoft.
Still,
Fucking Ubisoft.
still arguably the greatest villain
Well, think
in
about it.
any video
Like
game
the
ever,
Division's the biggest Ubisoft release of all time.
Definition
Like
of
2 hours of
insanity.
downtime when it launched.
Yeah.
Perfect since then.
Yeah, that
Well,
was the
they
only.
had a lot
not
riding.
true.
They had a lot
The
riding
newest
on
patch
this. To be
has
fair,
released several glitches into the game.
But those aren't breaking the game. People can still play
It is
it.
No,
have you
oh,
guys seen my glitches?
Yes, he fell through the map.
There is a glitch where you craft a high-level backpack. It falls off of your character, and you become locked out of your character. Period.
What?
How many people have experienced that?
Not a large number of people, but enough.
Shut up.
Okay,
Shut up.
so you wouldn't be mad if you were literally incapable of playing your character.
But I'm talking about in terms of like Master Chief Collection. Good example. Nobody could play it.
Yeah.
1% of the population having that issue sucks. You can't call it a broken game.
I'm just saying that's a patch later.
It depends on if you were the person that was playing it, you would call
You
it a
would be
broken
the opposite
game.
of that.
You want to talk about games that have recently come out that have been broken at launch. Diablo 3, GTA 5's multiplayer.
Okay, yeah.
That,
I will
no,
agree
no,
with
no. That didn't release until later. That wasn't like, oh fuck, we fucked up. They said no multiplayer now. It's coming out later.
Was
Yeah.
it still fucked
Well,
when it came out though?
Their initial release, yes, it was completely fucking broken. I remember the day that it came out, I couldn't get into a match whatsoever. I was stuck in a loading queue for like literally 2 hours and could not get into a game.
There you go.
How about
Rockstar,
that Homefront beta though?
Fuck it.
Too soon.
Well, hold on. That's a beta.
Dragon Age
We
Inquisition.
can't count that completely.
What was wrong with that?
I heard the rumor
Dragon
about
Age
that.
Inquisition, PS4 players repeat.
No one cares.
reported.
Moving on.
That's half your gaming
right off,
population
sir.
because nobody plays Nintendo games
Technically,
anymore.
more like 60% of your population.
The game would freeze during
Pat's trying
play.
to kill me.
Pokemon.
Pokemon was
X and Y.
broken?
X and Y had that save glitch where if you saved the game in a certain city at
Yeah.
a certain point,
They
your
said
game
yeah.
was ruined.
Yeah.
Battlefield 4.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Battlefield.
I don't remember.
Battlefield.
I don't remember that being a problem.
Battlefield 4?
Are you kidding
All
me?
of us returned it.
I'm just saying I don't remember.
Luckily,
And,
luckily I got the game for free after like 6 months after it was out. But I saw the reviews
On launch, every one of us returned the game.
because EA was like, "Hey, you got to put this game out by this day. We don't give a fuck if you finish it or
That
not.
is very
It's
true.
got to meet this deadline." And DICE is like, "Fuck, you're gonna ruin our masterpiece." And they
it was
did.
not a masterpiece.
It was supposed to be. It was supposed to be their masterpiece.
Oh Jesus! What about Drive Club? You guys remember that fucking
Yeah,
disaster?
that game was broken
That's
too.
old though. That's like too old out of the conversation.
Well, you want to know another game that's old? Out of everyone here, you should respect how it was broken.
My
Is this
mom.
older than 2 years?
Yes.
Oh, that's not part of the conversation.
Skyrim.
Oh, Skyrim was broken. as
Skyrim
fuck.
was-
We all
Yes.
agree that
Yeah.
Bethesda is not included in this in terms of Skyrim
Yes,
Fallout.
I will agree with that.
It's all games. We're talking about games.
It is their fault.
Oh,
It's
because-
completely
Because
their
you know who's releasing Doom?
Bethesda.
That the publisher, a different game is or different studios developing it, I believe.
Bethesda
Okay.
publishes it.
It's a different
That
developer.
is different.
But
Yes, it is.
it's
Still
covered.
associated. Still associated.
So,
Guilty by
but,
association.
Okay, but to be fair with
Guilty
Skyrim,
by- every
by
game
association.
sucks forever. They're all associated.
but to be fair, like the only real problems that Skyrim had were on PS3, if I remember
Those are the
correctly.
worst
PC.
problems.
Yeah,
They're on
the-
PC.
PS3 has
PS3
the
and
worst of
PC.
it though.
Yeah,
If you went
PS3 was-
underwater, game broke.
PS3
Yeah, I
Game
was
remember
is
that.
done.
I do remember that
You went
glitch.
underwater, you
I
died.
PS3
do remember that
version
glitch. I got
was
really
so
mad when
broken.
that happened.
I will never buy another Bethesda game on PS on,
And I'm
on
just
a Sony
saying,
console
these,
ever again.
these games
You know another game
were
released terribly?
AAA titles.
E.T.
Oh,
Now,
Shut
try
the
not to
title.
freak out.
Shut the
Drew.
fuck up.
Developed it in 5 weeks.
So, try not to freak out, Drew. But I bet a lot of those issues, pre-ordering had nothing to do with it.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying pre-ordering is going to
That was
make
the
it
whole start
broken.
of this conversation. Was that pre-ordering was the problem?
Pre-ordering is the problem.
Pre-ordering
Is
it
because
makes it so that they continue to happen because they don't have to worry about
they
it.
don't give a fuck. They already have your money. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I don't
Because
think
they
They
there's
do
a
not
problem
feel
Because they
threatened
try to-
by
they try to
sales
re-
because they already have
because
the
what they
same
do,
sales.
yeah.
what they do is they try to recoup their development costs before the game even comes out.
Yeah, and they're like, okay,
It's
we can
like
rush this out
Kickstarter.
even if there are
Exactly.
bugs or if it's broken.
Every game release ever is like it's funded by a Kickstarter.
No.
I'm gonna pre-order Doom.
I'm doing it.
I pre-ordered.
I hate first-person shooters, and Doom looks fun
Are
as
you
fuck.
gonna pre-order Doom?
Oh, I don't know if I'll pre-order.
So,
Matt, join our site.
I
Pre-order.
will join.
I'm not saying
I might pre-order.
I'm not saying Doom doesn't look fun.
I
I
would
will
wanna
probably
shotgun
get
dudes in the
it,
face.
but I'm not going to pre-order games anymore.
Yay.
That's
well,
bullshit.
The last game I pre-ordered
Binding
was
Isaac.
Arkham Knight and Mortal Kombat X, and that was last summer, and both of those games turned out great. So
Last game I pre-ordered was Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
It was like a
You
couple
already
weeks
had
ago.
it.
You
Weeks ago.
son of a bitch.
you had hardcore.
You bastard.
Like,
But the last
hypocrite.
game before that was years.
yeah,
I know that, but
It's
you
been a
went
whole
into
year
that game
since I
knowing how
pre-ordered.
good it was gonna be.
I played.
So,
I pre-ordered it after I played the beta, mind you.
yeah.
I decided when I played the beta it was good. and
You
I-
decided when you played PvZ1, you're like, I'm gonna buy
Yeah,
every
pretty
game
much.
forever. Yeah.
Z7 suit. Fuck
Put
yeah.
Plants vs Zombies in front of
It's
it.
easy.
Nate buys it.
They're coming out with a card game soon. I'm probably going to buy that. Actually, I think it's free. I don't know. Fuck.
So, how about Nintendo, guys?
Fuck Nintendo.
Nintendo sucks at life.
Nintendo sucks. Well, they're announcing that there's a rumor that the Wii U is going to stop being produced, and then they go
Rumor was made by the public.
back. Okay.
Who just
The-
farted?
Not
Fucking
it was
Nate.
Me.
It was
Fucking
you.
Christ.
God damn it, Worth.
The
hear that frog?
the rumor was made by some company that happened to see some what do you want to call it? Like there was a feature or something on a website that said it wasn't going past a certain date, and then
But
Nintendo
then-
came out and said that's wrong.
And
That's
then,
not true.
well, like, what was that? What was that stat you were talking about earlier? It was like Pokken tournament. That boosted Wii console sales by 150%.
Yeah,
who
that
said
was
that?
the game release on the Wii U sales in Japan.
In
went
Japan.
up 150%.
Jesus
So, yeah.
Christ!
So there's
because that game got
They love
great
the-
reviews.
Because
And it's a good game.
That's
It's
the
like-
only thing. That's the only thing that's going to sell Wii U is those niche games like that, like Smash Brothers, Pokken tournament, and what's the other like? I guess.
Noise.
Why are you making so much noise?
I know.
Stop that.
Totally breaking the
He
podcast.
he told me to make more
No,
noise.
Pokken Tournament plays more like Naruto, the Naruto like fighting game series.
No, it says it plays like a mix of
Well, it does both. No,
I'm using that.
It does
Use it in
2D
front of the
fighting
mic.
and it does 3D fighting like that at the same time.
It
I've
says
seen-
it changes mid-fight.
Why can't?
There are multiple different features. Like there's different, what do I want to call it? Like
Can it
phases.
play as Blastoise?
There's different phases of the fight that change as you're fighting, and so that's why it's like multiple. Different
Why can't we
fights.
just have Pokemon Skyrim?
Can we play as Blastoise? I know, right?
I actually don't know if you can play as well.
Can you play as Blastoise? Because guess what? Don't care.
Nintendo,
Plays
you are-
Blastoise.
Don't
You
care.
are
I know
Blastoise.
you can play as Pikachu and Lucario. I know that.
Nintendo, you are sitting on a fucking gold mine of an idea by
They've been doing that forever.
by creating.
They don't trust the internet.
If you create a
Good reason.
Skyrim type Pokemon game,
They will come.
Pokemon Go.
Literally.
They're
They
coming
will
out with
come.
Pokemon Go.
That's
people
not
people
the
will
same
come.
thing.
It's kind
That
of
is not the same
Do you
thing.
guys remember
It
being,
is kind-
able,
it's
being
close.
excited about
It's-
buying a
it's
Nintendo
theory-
console
it's
and
the
having
closest
a wealth
they've
of
ever
first
been.
party
In
games
theory,
to
but
play?
practice though.
Oh wait,
I
I
saw
do
the
remember
test footage of Pokemon Go, and I'm like,
It looks
Like,
wonderful.
look, we're gonna go to Thomasville. I'm
I
gonna catch
jizzed
a
in my
fucking
pants.
Ivysaur while we're at Thomasville.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go like, oh, we're in Benson. Look, there's a fucking Jigglypuff. Let's go.
I
catch
did.
that.
I did. Read
No,
some,
that's a black man.
No, that's actually.
I did read some new info on Pokemon Go about how they were going to use specific features of towns and things like that as locations for like finding items and like so art museums and things like
Fuck
that.
yeah. Our hometown's gonna be a gold mine for fucking Geodudes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Jocelyn. And,
So many
and-
Zubats and Geo.
The biggest export of liquid water is
Wait, so
limestone,
if we go to the Henry Dorley Zoo, what does that mean we'll catch? Are we gonna get like Miltank or some shit?
One
Maybe you could
Kabutops.
get like a-
One
One
Kabutops.
Kabutops in the entire place that one person.
They
can
said
catch.
that they're also going to use features like oceans and lakes as areas where you can catch water Pokemon.
So does that
like
mean?
you're actually on a boat.
So does that?
and
Yeah.
that shit works.
So that
'Cause
means you
would
have
be
to fucking, like,
insane if they did.
If
that.
you have to, you have to actually go out in the ocean, like rent a boat, go out in the ocean and be like,
They said
oh, hey,
go
near
through-
the ocean.
You go through 25 Magikarps, and then you're like, a Goldeen! Let's go.
oh my god,
It would be amazing if it was like that.
Tentacool!
I feel like it's real life.
I caught a horsey! Holy shit!
So many goddamn Magikarps.
I don't even want to. Magikarps are gonna be like just oversaturated in that. I
They
think.
also
Doesn't
mentioned
matter.
that there was
You know what
three...
Magikarp turns into, right?
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
They did mention that there was like 3 different factions you could choose, and
Team Rocket.
that like you could set up like send your Pokemon to the gym to fight, or you could fight the gym. I don't know. That was
Yeah, they're gonna
something
build gyms too, which is kind of like crazy.
but they made it sound like it was more like a Mortal
All I
Kombat
care is
faction type thing.
you know what I think
That
guys?
would be kind of cool though. Because the faction thing in Mortal Kombat was a pretty sweet idea for fighting games.
I mean, it didn't
For
really
adding extra
mean
experience?
anything.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you, as I play this game, I'm gonna be the very best
Like no
that
one,
no
ever
one
was.
ever was.
To catch them is a real test.
Train them.
What's your cause,
To
though?
train them is my cause.
I didn't know that.
What we're
Will
really
you travel across the land?
Search
Search
far,
far
far
and
wide.
wide. Teach Pokemon to understand the power that's inside.
Pokemon.
Gotta catch them
Gotta
all.
catch them all. Obviously.
I hate
Obviously.
all mushrooms.
Everyone is done. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Anyway.
God
God,
damn
I
it.
forgot what I was going to say. Oh, they also
Is it your
mentioned
destiny?
that like you actually had to walk to hatch eggs. Like you had to
My
walk
best friend.
in the real world
World
to
best
hatch
friend.
eggs.
That is fucking legit.
I can just imagine
That's
people
awesome.
like walking around with their smartphones, like fucking walking into like flagpoles and shit.
I hope
like-
that happens. I hope that regularly happens.
If you teach
I hope
me,
that there becomes like a whole new internet thing of just people playing Pokemon Go running into things.
It's gonna be.
I'm just gonna attach the watch to the our fucking Chihuahua or something. Go hatch this egg.
That's
Don't-
like
don't
when
do it.
the Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver that
Yeah,
had
you
the
had to-
little pocket pedometer thing.
It's gonna be.
That thing's
You
the
could
shit.
play- It was the
yeah,
greatest
it was
fucking
so good. You
idea
could level up your
of
Pokemon
all
hardcore
time,
in
and
it.
you could catch Pokemon on it too.
Yeah.
That-
And some of them had fucking awesome abilities.
Yeah.
That
Like
was
passive
amazing.
abilities and
Yeah,
shit? Yeah.
Like Kangaskhan being able to punch ghosts. Yeah.
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 Yeah, right.
Isn't that if you leave the Pokemon in the daycare, it's your steps that
gonna-
gets them levels too?
When,
Is that right?
with the daycare,
Yeah,
it
kind
was
of,
sort of
yeah.
that way. Yes.
It was
Every
time-based still
step
in-
is one experience point or something like
Every
that.
Well, when
step you take.
It was a combination because
Same with the
You're
eggs
watching
had a
it,
certain
Sean.
amount of
in
steps
Gold and
that
Silver
they
they had a
had to
time
hatch.
system, so there was night and day. So that was the other thing.
Was
That
that
it
okay?
worked. Yeah.
I
But
think
when it
what-
came to holding an egg, yeah, it was based off
Yeah, it was
how many
based off of
steps
steps.
you take. Yeah, but if it's in a daycare, it kind of
That's why I would go right by the daycare center and ride up and down on my bike. I had a path marked out perfectly where I could never stop. And I'd just ride in circles on my bike.
You teach me, and I'll teach you. Pokemon. Gotta
It
catch
was,
them all.
Gotta catch them all. Pokemon.
But I don't know. Pokemon Go has the potential to be
Pretty
something
awesome.
that causes a lot of people to walk into places.
Ingress was cool.
I
Ingress
hope
was
so.
really cool.
Ingress was pretty cool.
I didn't play
But-
hardcore. I kind of jumped around and messed with it for a little while, but I never like hardcore.
I remember
but
my
it was
old-
a sweet idea for a mobile game.
I remember my old
that.
neighborhood I used to live in. There was like this kind of like, it's pretty daring calling this a park, but we'll call it a park. Like there was like this old-fashioned wooden windmill thing, and it-
Somebody put it as a sentry tower.
somebody put it as a fucking like sentry tower in
Yeah.
Ingress. So I was like, what the fuck, really?
It's like,
God
look
damn.
at my house. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I have to walk over to like 6 blocks to go to this thing just to attack some point or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was like,
There's a cool idea for a game using GPS just straight up. Because like that's a game you can play. Like let's go to the crazy aspect. It's like, hey, look, this weekend I'm going to Egypt, and you're like, burp, 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 burp. I'll look
it gives you an excuse to
points
travel
here,
the
like,
world,
so
I guess.
It's like I'm gonna catch a fucking sand shrew. Not racist because there's sand everywhere, but just
God damn it.
there's a sand shrew there. Possibly a
You didn't even
diglet.
have to throw in. It's not racist.
Do you hate Sandshrews, Pat? Come on.
No, Sand Slash is awesome. He's a
Sand
great.
Slash is pretty cool.
Slash is a great
He's a-
ability
he's
in
a
that
good
game.
Pokemon.
Constant critical hit.
Worthless.
But
Well, he's not worthless, but he's a good character.
He's
Drew-
worthless.
Drew, you were
What's
talking
your ground
about
type?
Drew. You were
You
talking
don't
about
need
like
one.
the.
Diglett?
That's your answer.
Diglett?
Ground is worthless. Water and grass. Water and grass. Everyone has a water and grass Pokemon. You lose.
This,
what if you
Poke-
put an
this
electric
Pokemon
type?
podcast brought to you by.
Brought to you by Pokemon.
I will
But
fucking wreck you guys with
on
Pokemon.
moving on to a different Nintendo topic,
Wreck you.
Drew was talking about earlier about
Not
how
really, not right
apparently
now.
there was like leaked pictures or video of the new NX controller.
There's leaked pictures.
This is not confirmed, by the way.
It's
This
not.
is not confirmed.
These are all rumors. It hasn't been confirmed.
Well, what's
Because
the
I
big-
actually saw this last week, and I didn't mention it just because it's not confirmed in any way.
well like what was the rumor though? I guess
There was a
That they're coming out with an X.
patent application or
Yep.
something like that.
is it anything like the Wii U?
No, the people
No.
are saying that it is the NX controller because it looks like the patent application because somebody had a picture of it
It's literally just a screen with like an extended portion of the screen that has 2 thumbsticks.
It's an oval with 2 thumbsticks and a screen on it.
That's the Wii U controller.
Basically,
It's the exact same thing. Isn't it?
The Wii U controller is rectangle.
It's like
it's a rounded rectangle. Ooh, it's a fucking.
This
no.
is-
I'm not
I'm
saying
talking
you're
about
wrong.
this.
This
looks-
is a
it-
legitimate
it's,
oval.
It's about that size.
Oh, okay.
I know the people who are listening can't see my hands, but
Oh yes,
it's
exactly.
it's very tiny. It's
actually-
it's super small.
It's 4 times the size of Drew's dick.
The NX is supposed to be a mobile platform. So, from the information that's been leaked, saying that it has an HDMI dongle to hook it up to whatever you want to hook it up to.
You said dongle.
Yeah, you just, it's because I said dick earlier. Now you're like dongle.
It's legitimately a dongle. But
God, you guys are 12.
it's like you can hook it up to multiple different screens. It's set up to be a mobile platform.
Well,
That-
you can,
I mean,
you gotta
that's
take
cool.
your game on
That
the go.
is essentially what Nintendo. I'm assuming that's what Nintendo
You know,
meant when
well,
they were
that's-
extending towards
that's
mobile.
kind of
games.
becoming a common
They
trend.
wanted to have a mobile console.
Well, wait,
not like
Wii U
your
did that.
not like your 3DS where it's like a handheld. It's a mobile console, as in you can play it anywhere, but it has console power.
And then if you want to get the newer games, you're gonna have to get the new NX controller.
The new NX.
Fuck you, Nintendo.
God, you're becoming
New,
Konami.
new.
The new
The snoo
console.
The Snooky went
The
smush,
new
smush.
Wii U.
I will admit, okay, so we give shit on the Wii U all the time. One thing I thought was kind of cool is not the mobile aspect you're talking about right now, but it was cool that, let's say, I was playing and Logan's like, I want to play my Xbox right now, and I was playing my Wii U. You could switch over and I could play my game on the Wii U pad, which is the early,
that is
early
pretty
integration
cool.
into what you're talking about. The point where it'd be the same thing like in a normal family. It's like, my dad wants to watch football, but I want to keep playing video games. Guess what? I can. This is awesome.
It goes
Like
back.
the console's still on, but I can still play my
It's
video
like-
game on the Wii U pad while my dad's watching sports or fucking.
A Wii U
whatever
would be
going on.
worth buying if there was games to buy it for.
That's true.
Bayonetta 2.
That's
Yes.
very true.
You got Bayonetta 2 and Smash Brothers for
Meh,
Wii U.
Bayonetta 2.
That's it. And I guess Splatoon could be on that as well.
Splatoon
got
would be
good.
on that list.
Splatoon is pretty fun. I don't know if you guys. I
Mario
know Nate
Maker.
was talking shit on it earlier, but like.
Didn't Nintendo used to make a franchise called like Zoltar?
Zelda.
Zoltar,
Mario.
I can't remember because it's been so long since they made a game.
Princess Zoldor.
Yeah.
Hyrule Warriors.
No. It was
is my
Princess
favorite game.
Deku
I'm gonna kill you.
It was Princess Deku, yeah.
That's
They
right.
do have an original game. It's Hyrule Warriors.
Featuring Cloud.
I really like that Just
Princess
Dance
Fantasy
3.
Deco.
Fantasy DQ. We're bringing it back.
We're just crushing Drew's soul
I'm
right
Main
now.
character was
I'm just gonna
Goku?
kill myself until a Zelda game is released, and then resurrect me when.
But Drew, they released.
Skyward Sword 2 will be out on the Wii U coming.
No!
That's so bad.
But
Skyward Sword HD.
But Drew, they released Hyrule Warriors for 3DS this week.
I don't care. I'm gonna. You probably need a new 3DS to play it.
Actually, oddly enough, they said that the only tolerable way to play it was on the new 3DS.
That makes sense.
Because it didn't work.
Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna
properly
buy
on
it.
the
I'm not gonna buy that. I'm not gonna buy a fucking Wii U. They can go die.
I mean,
Give me my Zelda game first before you die.
Give me one more Zelda.
Sell the rights to Zelda to Microsoft or Sony.
I've been saying Nintendo should get out of the console game entirely.
They should pull a Sega.
like basically either like license or rent, whatever you want to call it, their titles to other developers. They don't even other developers.
I mean,
just other
it's kind of
Square
bittersweet.
Enix, give it to Sony. I love it.
It's kind of
Great idea.
bittersweet saying that though,
Zelda to
because
Sony.
if you want to think about it,
Love
Nintendo
that. I would just my pants.
Nintendo was the company that like brought that to the console gaming to the mainstream audience.
Well, that was 30 years ago.
That was 30 years ago.
That's right.
That was
I
ac-
don't care about
that
that
was
long ago.
that was actually Atari that did that, but nice try.
Well,
We'll
this
come back
one-
later.
but ET almost killed that,
Nin-
and Nintendo brought it back.
Nintendo made it popular.
E.T. did.
That's not true at all.
E.T.
It's
did
very true.
technically
No, because you
kill it.
had all your stand-up arcade machines. You had Missile Command, Centipede, Pac-Man,
There were a
Donkey
lot of
Kong.
video
We're
games.
talking
fucking
about
love
console
those.
gaming. We're
Yeah,
not talking
and that-
about arcade gaming. We're talking about console gaming.
They brought those to the home console in the arcade, and that's ultimately what killed the arcade. is because they brought those arcade games to the home console.
What
they
console
made
brought those
mainstream.
games?
Atari 2600.
Atari 2600.
All right, good. I'm just, yeah.
Dude, I still,
I know that Atari 2600 came first, but I don't feel like that was as popular.
Dude, I still
as
go to
the NES
arcades.
was.
It was hugely
It was
popular.
pretty big.
Hugely popular.
I used
My
to-
dad
I
still
used
has
to-
the 2600.
No.
I have a 2600.
If you're talking
Drew
about-
has a 2600.
If you're talking about fucking like, if you're talking about like arcades being killed off, I remember those being like immensely popular back in the early 2000s. Like
They
I
weren't
used to,
killed off to the point you
I
gotta
used
think about.
to-
Pinball was
Okay.
always
I
big.
used to
Skee-ball
like
has always been
compete in
big.
Time
Of
Crisis
course, all that
tournaments.
stuff. Pinball in general.
When I was like 10 years old, I would compete in Time Crisis tournaments. Those were regularly held at all the arcades that I went to.
Really?
Yeah,
Can we play that? Because we wrecked the shit
dude,
out of that.
let's do
Time
it.
Crisis
Time
for
Crisis 2, that was my
years.
shit.
I know the ins and outs of
Yeah.
1 through 3.
Compare
Oh,
it.
God.
4 I'm not that good at, but 1 through 3, let's go.
Comparing what arcades were prior to the Atari coming to a home play, it's dead. It was dead.
Yeah,
I mean, kids used to spend all of their like allowances and all that stuff at arcades.
You spend the weekend.
They
at
would
the arcade.
go to
Oh, yeah.
the arcade regularly. Some kids would go every day after school, all that stuff. You didn't have anything else to do back then. Well, then when you bring it home, oh fuck, I'm just gonna go home. I have shit at home. I can
have shit
eat
at home I
and
can
drink
play.
while I play Atari.
There you go.
There was no reason, and yes, they didn't die yet. I would say arcades still aren't even dead.
No,
They've been
not at all.
they've been
Beercade?
modified.
Not applause, but
They've been
Busters.
brought
Dave
to
and
a
Buster's,
more.
They've dropped off.
It's definitely dropped off, but it's more
'Cause you
modified
swipe
now.
a card
It's
and
a
get
drinking
0.02.
thing
But
now
like,
compared to an entertainment.
Speaking of that, though, like I'll make a little shameless, not really a shameless plug for a local business here. Since we live in Omaha, we mentioned this before, but there's an arcade here in town. It's a bar called Beercade,
It's awesome.
and it's the most genius business idea I've ever thought of. You got retro
Done
arcade
by
games.
Dave and Buster's before them.
Well,
Yeah, but Dave
But-
Buster's has stupid swipe card bullshit where it's like, look, I have
Every
.02
game-
points. What do I use that on?
it's like, but
Beercade is all
but
quarter-based.
Beercade,
It's
yeah.
old school.
Every game
I'm
costs.
just saying.
I'm
Every-
gonna end up buying a
wasn't
toaster
bad.
with all the tickets I got.
Every
from Dave
game-
Busters. It's only like 17,500 tickets.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Every-
God damn it! I will
I
have a
hate
toaster.
fucking Dave. No,
Okay,
Every-
but at
at
least you
Beercade-
are earning towards something, and at Beercade, what do you earn towards?
you just drink your
You
Don't-
drink, you
you
drink, and you
already-
pay a
The
quarter.
glory of the leaderboards.
That's true.
That
what
that they
arcades are about.
regularly reset.
That's what arcades. No,
Yeah.
pinball machines they do not reset.
Okay,
Pinballs
but
are
like
legit.
your missile command resets that night.
But okay, yeah, but it's you,
Well,
you
you
get
get the biggest dick. That
you
night.
get to drink at the bar.
Yeah.
You get to hang out. You
Every
get
time
in
you play
video
You get to
games.
drink at Dave and Buster's.
But hold the fuck on. I'm
good
I'm not
fun.
finished.
Good beer.
You get to drink at the bar, and then each game only costs a quarter. So it's like,
No,
yeah,
each
One
game
to
does
two-
not always cost a quarter.
yes, it
Each
does.
one.
No,
No,
it
it doesn't.
Pinballs are 2. Ski balls 2.
Oh,
quarters.
do tricks, monkey. Ooh.
I
Some
know,
games
it's-
cost $1.
No, they don't. Well, NBA Jams technically, if you want to play all 4 quarters.
You guys are forgetting one
No
of
pun
the
intended.
OG drink arcades, Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because you can
Parents
drink
drink.
beer at Chuck E. Cheese.
That is
Yep.
the real life Five Nights at Freddy's.
So moral of the story is fuck Nintendo.
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
no, sure.
sorry.
Fuck
That's
Nintendo.
what-
But
So.
yeah, I mean, there really is not much else to talk about the rest of the week. It was kind of a slow week.
We
for
do have
games.
one question though.
What's your question?
Sit the fuck down, Sean. What are you doing over there?
Oh, I had one more.
Sean,
yeah,
I
Sean,
had one more too.
I
based
need
on
to
a
stand
previous
up
thing
or
we
I'm
were
gonna
talking
fall
about.
asleep.
Okay.
What?
Alright,
You,
Pat.
you never talk. You don't
Quickly, what do you
participate in the
got, Pat?
conversation.
Quickly, I apologize. Anyway, what is the, and I'm being this in general, just real quick around the, what is the best or worst game you've ever played in your life?
The best worst game I've ever
Yes,
played.
I'll go first. Parappa the Rapper.
Oh
Would
god.
the best game be our favorite game though?
No. Like a really bad game that was
That you-
considered bad.
Oh,
that you
Parappa
really
the
loved
Rapper
as a kid.
wasn't awful. You shut your horse.
I know, but a lot of people consider it bad. So what I'm saying is, to me, it was an amazing game. But to most people, it was a horrible.
I
game.
actually think I have a game for this. You ever play X-Blades on 360?
I've heard of it.
It's pretty bad, but I mean, you get to stare at the character's ass all game.
That's the reason why you liked it.
So it's like
God damn it.
that's
What was the dude's name?
Was it Zane? Was it
I
Chaz
don't
with
fucking
2
remember.
Z's?
I don't fucking remember.
Shots
Did he
fired.
ask you
Shots
how you liked your
fired.
eggs? in the
Friendly
morning?
fire.
No, I mean it was a fun little hack and slash
Stand there,
game,
mics can't hear you.
but like it was just the voice acting was so fucking
Yeah.
bad, and like the story sucked. But it's like, okay, I guess I'll just stare at this character's ass while she kicks ass, woo, and yeah,
He said she, but
she
It's a dude. It's like,
best worst game ever.
totally did.
Come back to me.
Okay.
mine would be it's called Two Worlds. It was an RPG
Yes.
on the 360.
Yes.
It's not Amazing Spider-Man.
Because those games are good.
We already know
Shut
it's
your
good.
goddamn mouth.
No.
No.
No,
It has the worst dialogue
they
ever.
weren't.
They do.
They weren't
No.
good.
So the Spider-Man games are like a guilty pleasure for me. I love playing them. I
No,
don't give a fuck.
hold
I'll
up.
buy every one. I don't care.
That the Spider-Man game for N64.
No, I'm talking about like the newer
The
one.
Amazing.
I know, but I mean but I'm talking about the Spider-Man game that came out for PS1 and N64. It was just
Well,
called
there's a
Spider-Man.
bunch of them.
No, it was just called Spider-Man. That was it.
I don't know which one was that.
Oh god.
They did have some really good original Spider-Man
Yeah,
games.
no.
on
The
original
one where you
PlayStation.
run from Doc Ock at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you,
The
he-
Doc
like
Ock
the
carnage mix.
the symbiote Doc
Yeah,
Ock.
it was
that
Dark
game was
Carnage.
amazing.
Yeah, that was an amazing Spider-Man game.
That was the amazing. It was an amazing Spider-Man game.
Shut your mouth.
Get it?
The Two Worlds was like a fantasy setting RPG where the mechanics were rough, the graphics were rough, the voice acting was fucking garbage. It was so addicting and so fun to play though.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so fun.
I can vouch for that.
Oh,
Because
so good.
Two Worlds, like, what was the development company that made this?
I have
South
no
Peak.
idea. Yeah,
South Peak
that's
Games.
right,
What the fuck are they known for? Like,
Man, Two Worlds.
nothing. No, wait, no. South Peak made X-Blades too. I'm thinking about
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah, they did. So it's like,
Yeah, they're good at making shitty games really fun.
yeah, I
But
guess.
Two Worlds 2 was fucking garbage. Never played Two Worlds 2.
It wasn't.
Nope, shut up,
Yeah,
garbage,
it was.
moving
It
on.
was pretty bad, but I mean,
No, the original Two Worlds was super fun. It was just, you knew it was bad, but you had so much fun playing it.
exactly.
I don't actually know. I don't think I've ever played a game
That you
that
didn't. That
I
was bad. that
thought
you
was
didn't-
good that was widely recognized as bad.
You could say anything.
I can't think of anything. I can think of tons of games that I thought were bad that were widely thought of good, but I don't know. I played a game a shit ton called.
Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
That game is not thought of.
That
as
game
bad.
is not terrible. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that no.
What-
Well, it's
Did
not
you have
terrible,
one,
terrible,
Isco?
but it's still at the same time.
I used to play a game a lot called 3D Ultra Pinball Creep Night.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
Christ.
It was literally just a pinball game on the computer, but it was amazing.
Oh,
No. How about this game? Shave Line Party.
That's true. Actually, that is true.
I played a game called Warlords 3 Reign of Heroes.
Don't look up Lion Party game.
Don't look at Line Party.
Don't
up.
look up Shaved Line Party.
Do not look up Shade
Just
Line
open
Party.
your browser and then close it. And don't look it up. Go read a book.
Don't listen to
I
us.
played a game called Warlords 3 Reign of Heroes that me and Drew were talking about on the way here. That's not on any like good games lists or anything. So I don't know if I have a bad game that I've played that I
You
really
played one.
love.
I can tell you the worst game I've ever played.
GoldenEye.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one.
All of you need to shut the fuck up.
The game's
That
unplayable.
was such a
No,
good
no,
game.
Now we gotta go around.
If
It
we're
was
on,
great back then.
If we're on,
unplayable now.
this topic, I can tell you the worst game that I've
I'd
ever
still play
played that I got no enjoyment of out of
That's what
whatsoever.
we're talking about.
No,
Okay,
that's
the
not
wor-
what we're talking
You
about.
skipped
We're talking about
Sean
what
and
you
love
me.
that were terrible.
So
Well,
fuck
yeah.
off.
Well,
So he said it was just bad.
it was just really bad. It was fucking. You ever play this game called Turning Point: Fall of Liberty?
No.
You ever
You're
heard of
making
it?
that up.
No,
That's not a real thing.
it is a real game. It's a first-person shooter.
Did it have the Statue of Liberty on the front?
I think so. Yeah.
Is it-
No,
is it-
it's
It sounds. No, I'm serious. It sounds
It's-
familiar from an
it's,
Xbox demo disc. I
it was
used
a
to have
it was a
on
it was a
360.
360 and PS3 game
Oh, maybe I'm right.
that told a hypothetical history story of like what if Nazi Germany won World War II and invaded America?
They already did that. It's bull.
They did do that, and it was literally the worst fucking shooter. I couldn't make it past the first like tutorial level. It was that bad. But yeah.
So it was basically the home front beta.
Basically, that it's not that much different than the
Oh,
home.
Homefront's another one that a lot of people didn't care for, but was fucking awesome. So good.
Yeah.
Sean, gotta have somebody.
I'm gonna say
You're older than all of us. You gotta have better games.
Yeah, Sean's the oldest one here. What are you talking about?
Triple Play 2000.
Let's go.
Let's
My
go.
God.
Yes. Wait,
I thought
yeah,
that game was pretty popular.
No, it was really popular.
I had the
But it's
original
so
one
shitty
for. I have the
game
original one
to play.
for the old Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
Or no. That was
Backyard baseball.
Backyard
Is that what I
baseball.
say?
Backyard
Backyard
baseball?
baseball is a guilty pleasure of mine. I
I
played
used
the
to play
shit
that.
out of that
yeah.
game.
Backyard baseball was.
I
Backyard
don't
baseball
know.
was pretty good.
I don't know if it was critically like good or bad, but Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball.
Oh,
Yes.
That game's sweet. Nobody thinks that game sucks.
Dude, no.
it's so good.
1080 snowboarding.
That game was
played that
good.
a
I
lot.
loved that game.
Jet fucking mode.
That was when 989 Studios was in their prime.
Josh.
They made fucking Siphon
Me?
Filter and shit.
Come on,
Oh,
you gotta give us
God.
one. You gotta give us
Do you
one.
guys remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game for the NES?
No.
OG Teenage Mutant
the
Ninja
OG
Turtles.
one
Yeah.
or
Oh,
the
not
number
Turtles
two?
in Time.
No,
No,
I'm not talking about Turtles in Time. I'm talking about
Original Ninja Turtles.
first level
Where
is
every
walking
Ninja
through a-
Turtle was Raphael on the cartridge.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember
Yeah,
that? Where
yeah.
they all had red bandanas.
Yeah, that
What?
makes sense.
No fucking sense.
Good job, Ultra Games.
Were you going through a
Good
burning
job.
apartment on level 1?
No, that's TMNT
No,
too,
no,
dude.
no.
That's number
That's
two.
Turtles in
Number two.
Time.
Never mind.
No, this game was so absurdly hard at times.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it was just like it was unplayable really at some points in the game just because of how difficult it was.
That's how I feel about Shinobi. Maybe that's one of them.
But Shinobi was considered a
Well-
good game. This game is actually considered to be like
I'm talking
a
about
bad
the
game.
PS2 remake.
Shinobi?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I never
So
played
hard.
that, so I don't know.
All of them are hard. Every
Just
game
I remember
of
how
that
broken the fight
series
with the
is
blind guy
stupid
was.
hard.
How I regularly would like use an attack that would do no damage to him, and I would rage quit the game because it was the most infuriating thing I had ever
Ninja
come
Gaiden
across.
3 on
Where I'd
PS3.
spend like an insane amount of time playing this level because you had to play the level from beginning to end to do the boss fight, and you'd get to the boss fight and you'd use your like special that's supposed to do a shitload of damage, and it would just do nothing, and you're like.
Okay.
And then he turns around and stabs
Like,
you.
okay.
It's like, this is fucking horseshit. Why is it like this every single time?
Yeah.
And then you do it again because you have to. beat
Because
it.
you're like an abuse.
Just to make sure, and then you're like,
You're like an abused spouse.
P.S. This is 10 years later, and I still haven't beat that fight.
What about you, Drew?
I'll just say a game it's not really people say it's bad, but it's just very simplistic. But I keep coming back to it. I don't know why. Techno Kitten Adventure.
That
game
is
is
a
super
great
fun.
game.
$3
I love that
acid
game.
trip. That's
I
what
love
that
so
is.
good.
Along with Super Wagon Adventure, that game.
Oh,
is
Super
that
Amazing
game
Wagon
is dope.
Adventure.
That's even
Super
cheaper.
good.
It's $1.
That game is hard. It's
I made a
really
game with
fun.
zombies in it.
Yeah, how can you not like those
Yeah.
super cheap indie games that are actually really fun to play?
Yeah.
I made a
Look
game
up-
with
remember when-
zombies in it. It was literally just a twin stick shooter.
Look up,
that went
I feel
on
bad for
forever.
Look up a Feed the Dogs gaming video of both of those games, actually.
That's true.
Yeah. Throwing it back to 2013.
I always felt bad because I made you buy. I was like, so you guys got to check out this game, Super Amazing Wagon Adventure, and you had $7 of Microsoft account. I'm like, Nate, it's okay if I use some of your Microsoft points for this game. You're like,
Oh,
yeah,
God,
go ahead. It doesn't matter.
Microsoft points.
Oh, God. Those exist now still?
It's still the
No.
same thing. It's just
Whatever.
money.
No,
It's
they
just,
say
they turn
pay.
it into
But-
currency.
I know they turned
Yeah,
into
it's
currency,
great.
but
You know what I
it used
mean,
to be
goddamn.
point.
Anyway, I clicked
know.
the button, and then we played it the rest of the
know.
night and had a great time.
It wasn't like a change. They just made it so that it shows up as real world money now.
Yeah, basically.
Which needed to happen.
Why though? It didn't
And you
matter.
don't get stuck with 30 Microsoft points.
Like that you can't use on anything.
That didn't
Damn
really
busters.
happen though.
Yeah, that really never happened. Everything was like
It was still in dollar
It
increments.
was in increments of 80.
It happened to me.
Well, then you
It happened
fucked
to me
up
all the
somehow.
time. No.
I think
Because
no.
it did not happen.
It
I've
was in
got lots of content on Xbox 360.
it was in increments of 80.
So-
80 credits was
$1.
equivalent to $1 or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
So nothing was ever less than.
I know we're kind of winding down or whatever. I kind of want to mention one more thing to you guys. If you'd be interested, I was thinking about coming up with another game idea for the podcast.
Oh yeah.
I thought about doing Family Feud. If you guys
Okay.
be interested.
New teams.
New teams.
Yeah,
new teams
sure.
this
You
time.
guys can pick out your own
Me
teams.
and Douglas are not allowed to be.
Don't be mad that you three lost.
Oh god.
In my
Yeah.
defense, I was playing Hearthstone the whole time.
Yeah, you weren't even participating. Me and Josh were
It
trying
was
to carry.
We were on top of our shit
Carry
the
the
whole
team.
time.
Hey, we
We
carry
won.
your fucking weight, you piece of shit.
I'm gonna-
We destroyed.
Well, you
I'm
be
gonna-
dead weight on somebody else's team.
Right.
I'm gonna make it a little more structured this time, just so you guys know all the rules and nothing gets fucked up. I'm actually gonna go out and survey a bunch of people. If you guys are interested in being part of the survey, message Friendly Fire Gaming and just give us your name, and I'll hit you up
Yep.
personally.
Message us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all of our social media accounts.
They'll get the names to me, and I will personally poll you myself, and you can send in your responses. and we'll consolidate everything, and you'll get to hear it, and then either next week or the week after that, depending on how fast I get everything going.
And also,
Douglas, I will own you.
and also, kind of rounding out
I will
the
own
final,
you in video game trivia.
kind of rounding out the final details here of the podcast. We still are running the 3 months of Xbox Live giveaway. We are very, very close to reaching our threshold for when we're going to start drawing winners for this. Winner, I should say. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to reach 700 followers on Instagram.
You have to like and subscribe.
You have to like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Instagram to increase your chances of winning. We are 20 followers away from announcing a winner.
We're so needy.
We're so needy.
Let us buy your logo.
We need your
I'm
support.
okay.
We're giving back to the people that actually keep coming back weekly and enjoying.
I'm the
our
only
content.
PlayStation guy. Somebody add me as your friends, please.
Oh, real.
Exciting Trance on PS4.
But-
Like you're
Hey,
some alone wolf.
Zidanetrance.
As it stands right now,
You're
we
not
have
a lone wolf.
as it stands right now we have 680 Instagram followers. So we need 20 more followers before we start announcing a winner. So follow us on Instagram at Friendly Fire Gaming.
What if I make an account and buy an Xbox and then like and subscribe and then I get the free
You have to be very sneaky about it though.
Xbox?
So
Well,
ask
you're
me
gonna
for
have
it.
to approach one of us to get it.
And then I'll be like,
He
hey,
puts on a
Logan,
wig.
I mean we are we are going to announce the winner on the podcast. I assume we're going to have that we're going to reach that next week. So
No, I'm kidding.
yeah, I mean you kind of work here, so I don't know if you can qualify for that kind of shit. But yeah. So, yeah, follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I mean, you can follow us on Twitter. We're not as active on that, even though we should be. But go to our Twitter. It's FFG_podcast.
At twitter.com.
At Twitter.com.
Twitter.com.
Do you even Twitter?
That's not how Twitter works, Logan. But yeah.
That's not how any of this works.
Hashtag
We'll-
Twitter.com.
We'll leave links to.
Hashtag Twitter.com.
Like our Instagram at #Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh God, we'll leave links to all this shit
Yeah,
for you guys to make it easy.
we're going to leave links in the description of this video, or in this podcast, I guess. It's not really a video, but...
Don't forget about our Fresh Fridays.
Fresh Friday!
New video content
Woo!
every Friday.
We're going to have a good one for you this weekend.
Yep, we do.
Yeah?
Don't forget to
We,
check out TJD or movie reviews on YouTube.
Oh yeah, we'll leave a link in the
Check 'em out.
description for TJ.
Shame.
What was it?
TJD movie
Does
reviews.
the D stand for Drew?
Yes, it
I
does.
knew it.
And the J stands for Jake.
Yeah.
Jake. So what's the
T stands for Ty.
Yeah.
Ty, Jake, and Drew movie
And the
reviews.
B stands for blowjob,
It's got a good ring to it.
Yeah.
even though there's no B in it.
So why don't we wrap up the podcast with our last topic?
Okay. I
What
guess.
full price game do you regret buying from current gen?
Evolve!
Let's go. Done.
There-
You want to
yeah.
save that for next week?
Fucking evolved.
Why?
What game do I regret
We
the
already did
most?
like a
Yeah,
round
right now.
table thing.
Yeah, save
So?
it for next week.
Fine.
Well, okay.
Well,
You
Oh,
heard
it's
this.
already.
Well, you heard
It's already. I was gonna
Spoiler:
surprise you
Josh's
guys,
is
too.
evolved.
Mine is evolved.
You heard
It's easy
Josh's
for
fir-
next week.
Yeah.
Honestly, I regret buying that too.
Yeah, evolved.
Two evolves.
Too soon.
All right, guys.
I've
Mostly
never
because
regretted
nobody else
anything
plays
more
it.
than
Nobody else
buying
plays
Evolve.
it, so I regret it.
Yeah. Good point.
You're not,
Because it's not a bad game.
you didn't say Rocket League?
No, I didn't.
Oh!
I bought it
Go
for the
ahead.
page, so I
Save
don't
it for
regret
next
it.
week. Save
If I
save
bought it just to play it,
These
I'd regret
topics are going to be for next week, guys. All right. This has been episode 21. We're finally of legal drinking age.
Yeah.
Of the
Your
Friendly
name
Fire-
is
My name is Nate.
True.
Patrick.
Patrick.
Nice.
You're not Patrick.
it. Douglas,
No, this is Patrick.
Disco.
Patrick.
Steve.
I'm Patrick.
No, this is Patrick.
This is the Patrick podcast.
We'll see you next
Go
week.
banana!
Hardcore.
See
Oh,
you next.
Captain, my captain.
Hardcore.
All right, guys. See you next week.
I am Spartacus.
Peace.